Ah, shit. Previously, I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess that's working. Maybe. Well, maybe it is.
Mm-hmm.
But last week, previously, you all from Baldur's Gate found your friend Sindra, and upon her request, accompanied her to Chult. Making your way to Port Nyanzaru, you made your ways within the walls of this impressive, majestic city, and now find yourself getting out of a hot soak and re-entering the city. Where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
Can I go to a
I'd like to address how we ended the last session.
Yes.
I
pretty
believe
Yeah.
there was Velociraptor skulls.
Yeah.
Do you have an explanation for this, Wookiee?
Yes, fair enough. So, after taking second baths and washing all the blood and gore off of your bodies from your dearly departed friend, Durast, you are now blood-free. You're no longer soaking in the gore and viscera of your friend, and now, yeah, you're good. You're all clean. Don't worry about it.
You just see
Did we get a
this.
refund?
Yeah.
It
I
is
feel like we deserve a refund.
there is no charge for the bathhouse, so
Nice.
What about the room?
Well, the room didn't kill your friend. The bathhouse did.
Yeah, we're connected.
Oh yes,
Really
there.
ruined our stay.
Well, I think personally, Grok thinks we should speak to
Manager.
We speak to lead.
Let's be
to-
Karens for a second. Let's speak to the manager.
Grok thinks
Because
we
I don't
should
think we're
speak to
cannons. I think
Magic
our
Lady.
I think our upset is warranted.
Or ass is wanted.
Grok not comfortable
Our upsetness
asking
is
for a
warranted.
refund.
all right. So some of you make your way on up back to the counter and finding. Well, I'm having so much trouble remembering. KS. Yeah, you find Kaya and she's back behind counter. You find her, start going in on her, and she's pretending to listen to her. You're like, dinosaurs. Sure. Are you crazy? There's no such thing as dinosaurs here in the city. We keep them on the outside of the walls. All right. You guys got to stop playing around with the hallucinogenic fruit out there. Come on now.
There are no dinosaurs in Boston, say. Alrighty, so where are we going? What's going on? Where are we going now? We got jobs to do.
Bills to pay. Ain't nothing in this world for free.
Grok not entirely sure where to start. Speak to Magic Lady. Give more
Yeah.
clues.
Yeah, we need more clues. Yeah.
I believe we were supposed to get a good night's rest and talk to Sindra in the morning.
Yes, we should get a good night's rest. Possibly, yes.
All right.
Grok not opposed to resting.
So,
Question DM. Since I changed my character, what should I do? No response.
Dun-dun.
I don't know. I think he's trying to figure out what's going on.
I heard. Sorry, give me that question again. I heard. I have a question, and then I didn't hear the question. Since you changed your character.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
Okay.
we will place Raven with Tarodis instead. Just like switch.
Yes.
All right. You will not see that this gem dragonborn is staying with the rest of the crew. He's just chilling in the bath as he hears everyone like, "Oh, we have some things to do." He says that might come join. That's it. To introduce my new character, you see a gem dragonborn that is purple. Um, you see that is some gem on his back, and you can definitely see by his customization of design, um, some gear and some plate that mix together. You see like in his elbow some gems that's popping off, and he sees very kindly.
Grok liked the look of this gem man dragon.
Oh, you look. You sounds like a lovely boy. What's your
Is
name?
this Resvin saying to your
Nope.
new character? Are you playing two characters right now, bro?
I still keep the voice.
Okay, that's
Okay.
very interesting.
I still keep the voice. That is the voice that is also for Tarodis. But do not
Grok.
make. I do not make the sound of.
That's good.
Exactly the same, except you don't squawk. Okay, got it.
Exactly. Because I was like, I'm not going. Well, I can do this voice like. But nah. Because I will do like something like this. So you're coming this way, I see. It doesn't fit.
Of course, it doesn't fit.
Nope.
Grok not opposed to this gem dragon coming into party. What all
We'll
things?
have to run it by Shindra. It was her expedition after all. She would be paying if he wished to join.
I'm willing to pay. How much for being with this fellow adventurers? I want to search for new ingredient for my own project. Yeah,
I think you need to talk to Sindra about that.
We introduce you to Syndra tomorrow after rest.
Sounds lovely.
So, making your way out of the bath in this mysterious magical bathroom that's taken 2 party members and replaced one of them, you guys get your good night's sleep, go ahead and mark a long rest, and as you emerge in the morning, each one of you coming down, kind of picturing this as like one sprawling ground room floor situation. Yeah, one ground floor establishment, and you guys all meeting back up in the main tavern in front of the long bar. You see that there's this very flamboyant, he's like a loud guy at his own table, and he's got these large stacks of books. Each one of them is clearly the same book, copies of copies, and he is gesturing wildly to everyone who is in the bar, trying to get them to buy a copy. And as soon as you walk by, Zerdos, it's like a flight of honey. He immediately zooms in on you and then comes right up to you with a book in hand. And this thing is a tome. This is like a heavy... You could assault someone with this book and make short work of them. You there. You look like a man of education. Let me show you something special. He slams the book down on the table in front of you. This here is invaluable. This could easily make your trip here in Chult far more safe. Let me show you. This is my manuscript, a guide to all the monsters of the multiverse. He starts...
You see Taro, this is just like, I'll take it. he takes it.
Whoa, friend. These are valuable items. That's going to be 50 gold pieces if you'd like a copy of my most magnificent work, Volotham Skidarn's Guide to Monsters.
Jellybean's gonna slink on over. Like, am I in there?
Yes, of course you are, sir. You've been one of my most prized and valuable additions. Plasmoids, yes, here. You are all from space, and you've come here, and from your wondrous goo society. As it's all the details are right here in my wonderful tome of boundless infinite knowledge.
Does he have
Sounds
some...
fake.
What?
Sounds fake.
Grok think
I
you're
want
full
to
of shit.
insight check him. because that was some basic bitch information.
All right, give me an insight check.
Let me find insight.
He did not roll good.
Oh, I did not either. What he
All
rolled?
right. How bad?
I got a 9 in total.
You got a 7.
Diddy.
So
Is he full
you
of
can
shit?
tell. He's so full of shit. He's brimming with shit. He is more shit than person. He's a plasmoid, but just full of shit. He's a shitty plasmoid.
He's a shitzoid.
100%.
Jellybean's gonna form a very highly detailed arm as like a pseudopod, and it's gonna point at him and he's gonna say, "You're full of shit."
I've never been more insulted in all my life. Do you understand this? They are the true secrets of the universe. And you dare sully my name with slander? How dare you? And he goes up to you with a white handkerchief that he pulls out of his breast pocket, and he's like looking around for a face to slap you with a handkerchief, but he's not quite finding it, so he's more confused. And then
Jellybean's gonna mold a face that looks like his.
God damn, that's one handsome son of a bitch.
You just see Taro this just put it on his magical fingering as he had to record the voice of Jellybean saying "you're full of shit" and repeats the cycle ever and ever again. Full of shit. Full of shit. Full of shit.
Don't listen to them. What's your name there? You obviously are more refined and educated individual than these Philistines. And he comes over to you, Zarados.
It's Philistine.
While he was distracted with Jellybean and Therodis.
Yeah, Taro this.
Therodis. I'm gonna kind of flip through the book to a page of some creature that I would know of on my journeys as an anthropologist, and I'm gonna see how his notes compare to mine.
Absolutely. Give me... No, not quite an Arcana check. This would be more of either... Yeah, just give
Investigation?
Yeah, give me an investigation check. I was going to ask for intelligence because... Yeah, and give me advantage because this does... Yeah, you may roll with advantage because this does play into your particular skill set.
Let's go.
Jellybean, do you want the magic of fingering to say you're full of
Nat
shit?
20.
Let's go.
I'm fine with whatever, man. Jellybean's fine with whatever.
So, picking up on what Jellybean's laying down, you notice that it's riddled with mistakes. There are the broad strokes that are generally correct, and there are some pieces of information that go into the details that you would realize not every individual would know. There is valuable pieces of knowledge here. However, the majority of what this book is, you'd say like 2/3, 3/4, is fluff, fabrication, bordering on lies, and some of the is outright dangerous to the individuals that might pick this book up, because they might get the wrong, mistaken impression on things that are far more dangerous than this gentleman is in some cases making out to be, in other cases is making things out to be like instant death and more deadly than they otherwise would be, just mundane or even harmless interactions. The most glaring, what you notice, are the cultural and the like the interpersonal relationships. You could tell that this person has probably never been outside of very protected circles. This is a definition of Nepo baby garbage.
I'm just gonna slam the book closed and scoff. How dare you, sir? All this is nonsense. I can't even... Some of your information is right. Yes, I'll give you that. But you've thrown in so much babble that this is unnecessary. The fact that you call yourself an anthropologist at all is a disgrace to the name. I'm gonna leave.
I'll have you, and he's calling back out of you over your shoulder as you walk away. I'll have you know, I am in contact with very powerful publishers, and I will have the Wizards by the Coast publish my works if it's the last thing I do.
And I will have the Anthropologist Guild in Baldur's Gate scorn your name.
No! No!
You just see Tarodis pressing the button. You full of shit. You full of shit.
Jellybean's gonna turn back too and just point at him. Like, I'm gonna tell all my friends that you're stupid.
No! No!
All right, now we're going to Sinji's place.
As you all make your way back out into the wondrous city of Nyanzaru, you immediately come out and you see directly in front of you. You didn't quite notice this the previous day was kind of a lot of activity, a lot of the dinosaurs and all the craziness with the blood pool jacuzzi. You come back outside and you see directly in front of Kaya's bathhouse, there's this sprawling. Let me find it on the map. So yes, this place right here, directly in front of Kaya's bathhouse, is this huge marketplace. This is by far the most impressive marketplace that you've seen in the city. And now that you've been here a while, you've overheard some rumors. There are 3 different marketplaces here in the city of Nyanzaru. There are just a myriad of pop tents, of little stalls and shops all throughout the city. When you guys made your way in past the Executioner's Run, you saw where Granny Goodness had her little shop underneath her umbrellas of parasols. There was a lot of pop tents and street side food, and that continues throughout the city. But here in front of you, you can tell this is where the majority of the main business goes down. This is the Grand Souk. You see everything from anything that you could want here. If you want anything that's going to be in the player's handbook, this is where you're going to find it here. And as you start making your way past the Grand Souk and just getting your feeling for the city, you see a large billboard fronting the water, next to the side of the waterfront. And you see various job postings that, with very colorful language and bright calligraphy, you see that there are all these different signs asking for help, asking for guides, asking for explorers.
So this will literally look at everyone and says, "Who wants to come with me? I have some ingredient to buy."
Maybe
Grok will.
first we should talk to Shinra. Get
Grok,
things
yes.
settled with
I
you
forgot.
joining our group.
Oh, yes, you're right. Let's find that woman? Question mark.
He is a fine lady.
Ah, I see. Let's put it together then.
Grok will pocket one of the inquiries for later times, just randomly. He doesn't even look.
Roll a d6.
Easy. 6.
All right. All right, I've got it. You go ahead and pocket the most colorful of any of the advertisements in your pocket without looking at it.
Fantastic.
And as the rest of you start making your way through the streets, you see that this is continually just a riot, a festival of color. Every day, there's just so much wonderfully colorful activity here. You see this cliffside that has this rainbow of color oozing down of it. That continues to put up this smoke trail that snakes up into the sky that has it's as colorful as the drool of saliva and color coming down the cliff, and it comes off in these puff balls of cotton ball blues and pinks all the way up into the sky. And as your vision comes back down to the ground, you hear... And the crowd in front of you starts to part like a V, and you see these two dinosaurs being ridden, and there are two individuals racing each other through the streets. And you hear, as the crowd separates to allow them pass through at breakneck speeds, cheering. There's betting going on the sides as people take wagers for who's going to win the dinosaur race. And then as they motor through the crowd, it like comes back together behind them.
I'm gonna make sure I stay out of the way.
Yep.
Grok not fond of big dino. And he steps out of the way.
They are
Zodos,
fine.
as you...
Jellybean does not care.
Okay.
Jellybean is jelly. As the dinosaurs run by, he jiggles.
It's like each footstep gives you oscillations throughout your jelly body.
Like the fucking Jurassic Park cup scene where it's just boom, boom, boom. Every footstep is jiggling.
It's jiggly. Jelly's jiggly. Zerdos?
Very unhappy with being jiggled.
Yeah.
Looking at your friend being consternated at this inconvenience of Jiggly, you step aside and finding your place into one of these dark alleys. It's not particularly wide or deep. This is just more of like where these houses step back from the street and they have their own private entrances. You duck into here, and there's an eye in the shadows for a moment. As soon as you try and look at it, it disappears. And then in your corner of your eye, you still see there's something watching you.
Yeah. Strange.
But you rejoin
Just
your
a minute.
friends. You still have this feeling of being watched, of observed. But the rest of you start making your way across the city, and after a few minutes of wandering around, this is a larger city, but you're able to make your way through it until you see these, well, the hills of this city. That's what you notice immediately, is that this city is walled, and you are inside the walls, and as you move through the city, you see that everything is built around 4, 5, about 6 different hills. And on top of each one of these hills are these huge, elaborate buildings that testify to the absolute wealth that this city has acquired. This city
Brock,
is...
great. Impressed.
It's pretty damn impressive. Of all the cities that you've been to, this is by far the most opulent and the most colorful and one of the cleanest, because the continual, damn near, well, struggling for a hurricane. Wow, I was sleepy. Now this is damn near just absolutely spotless city because of the hurricane rains that sweep through here, and it keeps it damn near spotless.
Do love me a spotless city.
As you're continuing to move through the city, there are a few more dinosaurs that race through. There are 2-legged dinosaurs, kind of similar to velociraptors, that are being ridden. There are 4-legged races that are a little bit smaller, like young ankylosauruses that are being ridden by children. There's Dimetrons that are also being ridden. And you do pass one of these like starting lines, and here at the starting and finishing line, you can see that there is a a large group that is gathered, and all of them are betting on who the racer is and who's gonna finish first.
Well,
But you continue
Grog,
to.
he's. Oh, I was one. Never mind. I thought I could bet on that.
You can absolutely.
Oh.
You want to place a bet?
Yeah, Grok, seeing his opportunity to fill his gambling habit that he's had for quite a while, goes over and looks over the crowd and contemplates which one will win.
The one you're at now is more of a sprint. This isn't a race around the city, so you can observe immediately who's going to win or lose. It's that quick hit that you've come to be addicted to and grown accustomed to. So you come up and placing some money down. You look over two of the competitors. You're like, all right, this one's obviously going to win. And putting some money down, you immediately win by quite a lot. And would you like to keep it rolling? You get a hit of just immediately this. You feel it all coming back. Like, oh man, got to keep it roll. I got to let it ride.
Grok, seeing his opportunity to keep winning, places down 2 gold pieces for the next bet.
The rest of you just immediately see your friend get absorbed, and now that you're had a moment to look around, you do see on the one of these hills nearby, you are seeing some very lavish villas. If there was any place in the city where some merchant princes would live, it'd probably be in that establishment right there.
Now, just to clarify, is our goal to go to a merchant prince house or try to find, or no, that's right. She went in with one of her merchant prince friends, right?
She currently let you know that she's staying with Wakanga Otamu.
Got it. Wakanga Utamu.
Who is indeed a merchant prince.
Wakanda?
No,
Wakanda.
Wakanda or whatever.
Wakanda forever?
Close. No, it's Wakanga with a G.
Or this is looking at Zerodos and says, "Where is your lovely woman that I have to meet?"
She's gonna be up there. Point up the hill towards the villas.
Shall we move, or shall we wait for the huge guy that is betting on some atrocious race?
Rock, one more bet and we should move on.
I'm on a hot streak.
Yes, but we have work to do.
Fine. As soon as I win, which is gonna be this one.
Sure enough. Yeah, you go ahead and win. Go ahead and add 3 gold to your inventory.
Hold the fucking
Remember,
Luya.
Grok. Remember, Grok. Gamblers always quit right before they win it big.
That's exactly my mentality. Let's go. 3 gold pieces. I'm rich.
Let's go.
That's more than most peasants see in their lifetime.
I don't know.
You made 1 gold. Congrats.
Yeah, but to be fair, that 2 gold pieces was my life savings. Onwards, friends.
You're happy now?
Very happy.
That's a good boy.
Making your way up to the tops of one of these hills, you see that this hill, inside of all the walls of the outer perimeter of the city, has its own walls. And as you approach these lavish villas, you see that these airy, opulent mansions, this is what's in front of you here. And after haggling a little bit with the guards, Syndra Sylvain, she's expecting us. Please just let her know we're here. And waiting a while, you are led inside of these huge reinforced walls up into these airy mansions. And everything you look at here is really impressive. After getting through these 12-foot thick walls, you see that on the top of these walls, there are these huge carnivore teeth. And now that you're on the inside, there are these seashells that have a opalescent hue all the way lined on the inside. Everything that you look at here, it glitters with a shine from the sun. And as you make your way inside of these buildings, you're seeing these huge pieces of hardwood, just this wonderfully engineered, it was just very talented construction. And you're all ushered into this huge waiting room, like a sitting room, smokehouse. No. Yeah, but it's like where people like sit in fancy chairs and smoke things and sniff brandy. That's where you all are put down. And after a few minutes, Syndra walks in with a bit of a swagger. You can tell she's been getting up to no good. Welcome. It's good to see you all. How have you all been enjoying your time here in Port Nyanzaru?
The dwarf got eaten.
Yeah, bad overall.
Gosh, I would say it's been a interesting.
We don't know what happened to the bird. The dwarf got eaten, and we got this new guy.
Good. It sounds like you're taking care of his replacement. Thank you. It saves me some time.
Why you will be so much importance to greeting yourself. My name is Tardis the Great. Nice to meet you.
And you as well. Thank you for joining our happy band here. Now, I've been able to make some contacts, and it seems like we're going to need to make our way to Camp Balerian and acquire ourselves a charter so we can make our way deeper into the jungle. Flaming Fists have established some kind of racket where they won't allow anyone to go deeper into the jungle of what they call, and she holds up her fingers and makes some air quotes, their territory. So we'll be needing to do that before we make our way deeper towards figuring that we'll need to eventually make our way towards the fallen city of Omu.
Find Flaming Fist.
One more time for me. What is that, Grok?
We have to find the Flaming Fist.
Flaming Fists. Band of mercenaries from Baldur Gates. And they're going to be... they've established a bit of a racket here, and they're forcing us to make a purchase of a charter so we can continue our exploration deeper into the jungle. Fort Belurian is where they've established. It's a little bit northwest of here. Excuse me, let me get that map. Northeast of here. So we'll need to make our way there, buy a charter, and then return here to Port Nyanzaru. And from here, we'll launch our expedition deeper into the jungle.
Good.
Sounds like we have a plan then.
That is the broad strokes of our initial phases here. There are two ways that we can get to Fort Belurian. We could either take a ship, which is by far the better of the two options, or you can go by foot and brave the dangers of the jungle. I would take a ship, but I'll rely on your own discretion to make the journey.
Which would be faster?
Grok think you biased.
I'm a boat gal. I love being on a boat, because I'm on a boat, motherfucker, on a motherfucking boat.
Grok like use legs.
Would it be faster to take a ship, or would it be faster to walk?
Like you, Zardos, it'd be far faster to take a ship. A ship can travel at about 10 miles an hour while walking, and you will be walking here in this heat. It's much less, 2-3 miles an hour. A ship would be far more expedient. I
have found an individual who might be able to provide transport down at the docks. Her name is Otome Swift and Dark. She captains the Brazen Pegasus. You make contact with her, let her know Syndra sent you. Ship will already be paid for.
Grok think you colluding with Big Ship.
Big ship energy.
It's quite all right, Grok. We will make our way to the dock.
Grok never liked ship. Water. Deep. Drown.
It's always a legitimate fear, Grok, and I respect your emotions in this case. However, get the fuck over it and get to the goddamn dock.
What is the name of the captain again?
Her name is Oratime Swift and Dark. She is a dark, deep gnome.
That sounds lovely.
Pretty on-the-nose name.
Yes, well,
I cannot even tell her his full name.
part of their culture.
Sure.
Grok had a culture once.
Make your way there to Fort Valurian by the charter, and then once you return, we will be making our way. Well, I'll be staying here in the villa, but you all will be making your way to Omu. Have
Lazy.
heard that? Have any of you heard of Omu? Do you know anything about it?
No, not a clue.
Do I?
About a what? I didn't hear what you said.
Omu. Sorry, my throat is deteriorating quickly. Omu.
You just see Taro just like putting out his water skin and says, take some water.
Thank you.
You said Omu?
Omu, yes, Omu. God damn it. O-M-U.
Zerdos, if you'd like to roll a history check, see if you know anything about the fallen history of the former Chultan capital.
15.
Yes, so you've heard of Omu. Omu was the strong and powerful nation state before it came to ruin. The collapse, the demise of the city isn't fully understood, but you are familiar with the name. It is one of the most powerful and also known for its gems throughout the Forgotten Realms. There are jewels, there are rubies, there are stones all across the world that have come from Chult, and specifically they came through the city of Omu and made their way out from that capital city into the wider world. They were renowned for their craftsmanship, their skill, and their downfall was overnight. It was very mysterious. And not all that long ago. So the rumors are still fresh, and they're still evolving. They've gotten pretty wild over the last few decades. But yeah, they are still revealed? No, I'm not
Revered?
reviled, but still vaunted for their gems that have come through this area.
Well, I'm doing more digging into it myself. But Omu is going to be the destination of this expedition. I believe that the artifact that we seek, the Soul Monka, is beneath the city, or at least close to it in some kind of proximity to the fallen city.
An artifact of such power as you have described could be the source of what caused it to fall.
This very well could be the case. And even if they're unrelated, we'll have to be careful, because the sheer size and power of that city would give anyone there now access to quite a bit of defense.
have to be careful.
Indeed. And to that end, I'll be looking for a guide while you're at Fort Berlurian, achieving and obtaining a charter. So when you get back, come back here, touch bases with me, and I'll see you on your way.
Sounds good. To the ship docks then.
Wonderful.
Before. Go ahead.
Before what?
No, go ahead.
So as you're all leaving, there's this.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, take that back. Take that back. He says to Syndra, he's like, can I have my water skin back?
Your what?
Water
Water
skin.
skin.
I'm kind of using it. I mean, look around you. You think I could spare it?
No. I need that water at some point. I give you one sip. Give me the back.
Why don't you take it back, you little bitch?
Grok think you very rude for people who are trying to help you.
All right, Grok, thank you. I can always rely on
It looks
you.
like Greg has said, I helped her, but I'm not that too kind.
Grok, I can always count on you to talk some sense into me. Sorry, I'm just dying. I feel a little by myself dying every day. I'm just frustrated here, so water skin back.
She hands it over to you.
Kill yourself.
God damn it! As you're all leaving, and you call out, "Why don't you kill yourself?" over your shoulder as you all walk out.
I'm not saying that in character.
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
You
Sorry.
walk out, and there is just a cut gentleman as you all exit. You see that his robe is sensually open, and you can see his six-pack as he swaggers in and goes over and gives Cinder a kiss. And she gives you all a wave as you walk out.
You.
She give a.
That's
Grok-
in character, by the way.
Grok not judging.
Jellybean is judging.
Jellybean is judging.
Sorry, this
Yes.
look at you. It says,
I think we can.
some nuts in the air.
I bet we're gonna be.
Goddamn species that don't use mitosis.
Yeah, gross.
Absolutely disgusting.
Cringe.
It's me.
Where would Granny Goodness be set up now?
Give
On the side of the street, dying of thirst.
No, Granny Goodness is an ingenious woman. She has made rain catchers. She's doing well. She wouldn't have gotten to such advanced stage if she wasn't a badass. You all, passing Wakanga on your way out, make your way from the merchant's villa and back into the streets of Nyanzaru, going
Can I do
through and
something?
what's that?
I wanted to see the market just a little bit.
Absolutely. You take the long way, and Therodis, am I saying that correctly?
I wrote this. Yes.
Therodis, you make a little pit stop, and taking a moment, go through and peruse the various items available at the market. And as the two ends of the group kind of drift farther away, you figuring this is a pretty good spot to find Granny Goodness. Start looking on different sides, Erdos, and you feel yourself drawn. Once again, you feel yourself observed, and every time you try and look at these sources of this prying, you feel like you're just missing these eyes in the shadows, in the corners. And when you look
I
directly at them,
suspect you to show yourself, or I will protect myself from your watchful gaze.
Where is it?
there's no response, but you do find eventually Granny Goodness's colorful pink parasol and her little pop tent shop front of this a very large building.
Just gonna kind of mutter under my breath and move my hands around and cast protection from evil and good on myself.
You're going there, Zerdos?
There is something watching me, and I do not know what.
Well, let's track it then.
It seems to be difficult to do so, so I am protecting myself.
What does it look like?
I do not know.
Grok, protect you, Zerdos.
It is perhaps magical in there.
Tardis looks around.
Grok hit it really hard.
Tardis looks around to see if there's like anything suspicious looking at the Zerdos.
No, and you're focused on obtaining the different reagents you need for drafting and creating potions, but you don't see anything suspicious. There's no powerful pings off of your protection from good and evil Zerdos. It just seems like another day in the city.
Oh yeah, Grok pulls out the piece of paper he attained and looks at it more closely since they're just, we're just walking, might as well read it.
I'm gonna go up to Granny Goodness and stall.
All right. So it's a little bit of a... It's a bit of a walkabout. You see the pink parasol, but it's over on top of one of these bridges that spans in between this golden dome and another circular building. There's almost an orb of the building that she's kind of perched in front of, and as you make your way over to it, you're seeing eyes carved into the cobblestones, carved into these different columns as you approach the pink parasol. And she welcomes you. She's waving to you as you approach, and she beckons you in. As you make your way to Granny Goodness, Grok, you are looking at this piece of paper that you fished out of your pocket, and a few of the colors have run into your clothing, and they've turned your pretty standard leather pants into a very colorful throw-up. And as you pull it out, your hand is dyed pretty much yellow, and you see that this man who put the help wanted sign there is begging for help. He is a master colorist at the dye works, and he has recently come under scrutiny from the Yatepka Society. He is asking for help and an escort to go into the Golden Throne Room. And as you look around, you're like, the Golden Throne Room, and you see the giant gold dome building behind you, and you're like, might be related.
Zerdos, it's so good to see you. Oh, goodness. Fine day. How have you been?
I am doing well, for the most part. I unfortunately lost an ally yesterday.
Never good news to hear another one has been accepted into the beyond. However, must enjoy every day that we're gifted with.
Indeed. I would like to acquire some parasols for me and my friends.
Of course, dear. My goodness, you're turning into my best customer. How many would you like, dear?
And start counting, then look over at Jellybean. Would you like one?
Jellybean just kind of stares blankly, and then just you see an ultra realistic arm come up, and it just with a thumbs up before it comes back down into his body.
That will be 4 parasols, please.
Very good, darling. That'll be 2 gold.
Not a problem. I'll hand over the money.
And as she takes the money from you, she grabs your forearm for a second and pulls you in a little closer.
Oh.
Really, thank you, Zardos, and I should tell you, I see an aura around you. I do appreciate a check-in from time to time, and you know who sees very clearly who watches the watchers. It's Savras.
Shot rush.
Yes, he is not as important as he was back in my day. Everyone's so busy going here and there trying to turn a piece of gold. But when I was a young girl, he would watch over us and protect us from the Wanti. Savras might be able to show you what you're looking for.
Where might I find this shot rush?
And she gestures, kind of like with a hunched bow, to this huge orb behind you. This giant circular building you see now is carved with thousands and thousands of eyes. Each one of these carved eyes into the stone of this orb bends over its surface, and it gives this odd illusion, like a fractal pattern, as it comes down to the base, and the eyes continue into the stone of the ground.
Strange. Quietly thank Granny Goodness for the information and for the parasols.
Think nothing of it, darling. Thank you for the business.
Of course. I'll have Mage hand out the parasols. One to Grok. I'll hold one out to Jellybean, unsure of how he's going to hold it.
Jellybean you see Jellybean just take the bottom of the handle, and it just like it's sitting inside of his body, and you just see the parasol just start spinning in place as he like spinning like a top. Just twirling around as he holds it inside of him.
Right. And then I will just have Mage hand hold on to the others until we can meet up with Theridus again.
As you guys make your way into the building, we're going to go back to Zerados and Therados. Boy, that's going to be tough for me to keep apart.
Arodis. Yeah.
Therodis, thank you.
Means
Therodis?
chaos. Yeah, means chaos in dragon language.
Perfect. So you continue to make your way through the bazaar, and you're getting these different ingredients, and I'm not saying they're not ripping you off, but they are cutting hard deals. They're good business people. Clearly they're practiced, and they're taking you for as much as they can get out of you, and these are very valuable different ingredients, but they're not cheap.
Let's say someone who Let's go to someone who it. He's gonna go find a merchant who sells a flame lily.
A flame lily?
Yep. It's a flower that comes from the volcano or the desert.
All right. So you are able to find a merchant, and you are in this part of the section in a sequestered area of the market that is just all flowers. There are these beautiful orchids. There is this sweet vanilla kind of smell that permeates this entire area. Many of the items available here are clearly for cooking. You see these piles of flour, these baskets of nuts, beans, and along this row are just overflowing with these violets and pinks and azures of just these wonderfully flowered plants. You're seeing vines. Different things are being milked into vials, and it's at one of these, definitely one of the larger ones, you find the flame lilies. You recognize them, and there is a box of the flame lilies. And you look down at the price, and your eyes almost pop out of your head.
How much is it?
So each flame lily, it says 50 gold pieces each.
50?
50.
Damn.
All right. I'm going to go to the merchant.
I see you looking at the flame lilies. How can I help you? It's a not easy item to get. I had to find those myself at the Flaming Mountains.
Listen carefully. Here's coming people.
Listen carefully.
I'm listening.
You can have one of these petals for 5 gold. You're selling that for 50.
Got to understand, they're in Chult. Things are a little more dangerous. If you're able to get them for 5 gold, you could bring them here and turn them over for order of magnitude of profit.
Where do you get them?
I told you. Past the mountains of the Sky Lizard, you'll find the Flaming Mountains. It is not an easy journey.
I can order to myself. But scamming these people for 50 gold. You're hallucinating, boy.
You call it scamming, and I call it business. If it's too pricey for you, I suggest you go and get them yourself.
That is exactly what I was doing. Thank you, DM, for the information. He will go for the fire peak.
Boy went.
Um, DM.
I
well-
doesn't-
Boy went. You know what? I think I will.
yeah, he will definitely will. It's like you just lost a customer, and literally, you will literally do a rumors about these fire, this lily flame, this flame lily. Give me a second. What was the name of the mountains?
Let me look at the map. There are volcanoes in
Of course there are.
Chult.
Because Chult is a wasteland.
It's a beautiful wasteland of deadly flames and death. So Peaks of Flames. And this is actually one of the few places on your map that is marked. It is denoted. So there are the Sky Lizard Mountains in the south, and then the mountain range starts to turn into a mountain range of volcanoes. And you see down on the very south of the peninsula, above the
I don't see the map.
cauldron and the wild coast, are where the land of ash and smoke begin, and all the jungle has been burned away because of the continual lava that oozes over the landscape and burns everything and pollutes and poisons everything in ash.
Okay. Where is it on the... no, I cannot see it on the map.
Let me put you all on the map and I'll show you.
Thank you, DM. You're the worst. No, I'm joking.
All the way down here.
Can you point in old? Like this.
Oh, so
We'll do
you
that.
can't see when I point in
I
the
can.
blackness, can you?
Oh, no, I can see it. Okay, there it is there. Okay.
Nope. That's only when I point and click in the not blackness. So you
Yeah.
can't see in the blackness. Makes sense.
I can.
No.
See it being.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, there. Okay,
All
that
the
is
way
a
down
far
here.
journey over there. Okay,
All the way down here.
how much time it will take us to get there?
So it takes you a day to travel 1 hex. and you can go more than 1 hex if you're like hauling ass, if you're trying to push it. However, every day you will need to roll as you're traveling to see whether or not you're getting heat exhaustion and if you're getting lost. So between there and where you are, I'd say is probably between 20 and 30 hexes. So if you never got lost and never got heat exhaustion, it would take you about a month.
Damn.
One way.
Alright, I asked the merchant as well.
Walking up both. Walking up a hill.
Assuming that you're.
Mhm.
It will say to the merchant, assuming that you're not getting there so easily, who provides you with these kind of flowers.
As a trade secret, or maybe I'm able to fly there myself.
I want to stay for like who is literally given these flowers and
Maybe you can intimidate him. Or charm him. Something
oh
like that.
yeah. So, well, if you don't want to have customers anymore, you're going to tell me because these flowers are not going to be sold so easily at this price.
People that want them and not gonna afford them will buy them. This is supply and demand, and this is a price that I found to be very adequate and fair for those individuals trying to make what they need to with the flame lily.
Oh yeah. For
I'm not gonna
So we
common,
can undercut you.
I mean,
for
this
common
price
flowers.
does sound fair.
So-
I mean, it
so
is a
we
month.
can- so
It
we
is a
can
month
just-
away.
If we go there and we get the flowers and we bring them back, we can sell them for 25 and put you out of business, right?
I suppose that's technically possible, but I don't recommend you do that because that would harm my establishment here.
Well, I suggest you do what we want, or we're gonna do that and put you out of business. We'll sell them for 5 gold.
Ooh, we rolling for that?
This
We'll
is
give them away.
really
We'll
would not
pay people to
appreciate
take them.
that. Not that.
Yeah, if they're so easily that you have a bunch of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the guy has a bunch of them. If sold it for 50, like it is literally common fucking flowers that you sold it for 50. It's
I
just
don't
the
think-
brand.
It's not.
We're gonna
common
sell
here
their
at Chult.
seeds. We're gonna sell the seeds to people.
No, God. You guys are worse than Monsanto. You're really squeezing me here.
Grok cracks his knuckles and snarls.
Roll an intimidation check, Grog.
Easy. You
Let's
know
go.
how good I am at intimidation?
Very?
Can I help him?
Okay, all right.
With
You
advantage.
know? Oh, with advantage. Look at that. I get to roll another one. Okay, 10. 10 is what that's gonna have to be.
I'm sorry, man. I'll
Yeah.
try and come down on the price for you. I'll tell you what. 49 gold.
Grok thinks that's a great deal.
It's a fantastic deal.
I mean, what gold piece is a lot?
I'd say it is, and this is very high quality flame lily. You see the orange here. You know the stripes here. That's how you know it's good shit. You know, usually it take 3-4 flame lilies what you'll get out of one of my flame lilies.
Grok looks at Tahor. How do you say that?
Arrow this.
Tarodis, and he's like, 1 gold piece off.
Killer Bean just goes, I think you're full of shit.
Yeah.
That's
So this just full on is little cube. It says full of shit, full of shit, full of shit. It says like, anyway, who is buying those flowers instead of like those who are making potions? Huh?
Yeah, for the most part,
Why are
I
you having
export
these
everything
flowers,
here.
my guy? Why are you having these flowers, my guy? They know you're not going to sell them.
That make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Pretty
that's-
sure I was able to sell them. That's pretty
I just sold one yesterday, actually.
high in demand, actually. It's something that flies off the shelf. I'm surprised that we have any left in the inventory.
This
Hey, are
guy.
you remembering to take the seeds out of the
look,
flowers before you
I don't-
sell them?
I don't know how to feel about this. We're kind of just bullying a merchant that's being very reasonable.
No, he's not reasonable.
Is
I got an
is
8.
it not reasonable? I mean, it seems like it's a very hard flower to get.
No, it's common.
Is
Like,
it common?
yeah, is it?
Listen,
It is.
it'd be reasonable if he was helping us. Okay, that's
He
the
told
only
us where to
difference.
get it. He told us where to get it. How is that not helping?
All right, all right.
Listen, you
Saw
obviously
through
don't
my-
understand venturing politics.
He rolled a 3, so, all right. You saw through my scam. Most people, they're not as clearly sharp and not picky. Damn it. I'm struggling with the words tonight. I 2 gold apiece, and don't tell anyone. I usually am able to sell these for quite a bit of markup, all right?
That's fine. I know businesses, but
It's
to
just
me,
business, huh?
it's not working.
No,
But
it
yeah.
usually works. It's not working on you, but just don't tell anyone. You really fuck up my game here.
Damn, 2 gold
It's
pieces.
fine. I won't tell anyone that you're selling these at 50. Don't worry about it.
No,
Crazy.
it's fine that you tell them I'm selling them at 50. Just don't tell them that they're not worth 50. Is what I'm trying to get the. How many of these did you want?
Okay, so for this instance, you said a full pack. You said that a single flower is 50, right?
I'm selling. He rolled a 3 on his persuasion, so that's going to be a 2 gold apiece for these now.
Crazy.
Okay, how much do I get for 2 pieces?
2 pieces of gold.
Yep.
One.
That would be
It's
one
one.
flower.
All right. I will. It says I'll take 3. It gives it 6 gold pieces.
Oh, nice.
That's good doing business with you, kind of. Here you go, and he hands you 3 flame lilies. Go ahead and add those 3 flame lilies to your inventory.
Yes, sir. Let's go. That is very handy. Where do I put that?
Now, can we get back on our quest?
If you guys wants to continue, I will. If you want to go to the straight line, we shall go. If it doesn't bother you that I take one step for another merchant, I'll do that. But otherwise, I want everyone to feel that they want to do the main quest and not doing some other shit.
Leaving there it is to continue to farm reagents at the market here. The rest of you meet back up with Zerdos and accompanying him into the Temple of Savras. You go inside of this huge, mystical, divine building. And that's where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Nice.
All right. I'll join the rest of the party then.
All right, y'all come back together and head into the temple. And
Good.
yeah. Theridus is carrying an armful of like all these colorful flowers and these powders and different stuff for making pots.
And he is then given a parasol.
Hey, what color is it?
Color, you're a purple gem dragon?
Yep.
It'll be green. Complementary color.
You. But you will
Ooh.
take it.
Fine. Don't appreciate my art color wheel stuff, you know?
It's fine. No, don't worry.
Joker dragon, Joker dragon, Joker dragon,
Green and purple.
purple and green, Joker dragon.
I like characters like what is purple, but you will take it as green in character. You'll say, "Oh, thank you. What is that for?"
To keep
So
the shun off.
during this 5-minute break, DM, I just wanted to know what's the quest that I got from the the little piece of paper,
So that is asking you for help. This merchant, this master color worker dye guy, Just got out of. Okay, yeah. Flip, 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 flip. Help a dying man. And it's spelled
Yeah.
Dyeing.
Oh, that's clever. Okay, so we gotta help this die
Kill
merchant
him because of the
do
pun.
what?
Kill him because of the pun. That was a horrible pun. Kill him. Kill
He
the
must
quest giver.
die.
Murder. Kill.
Hey, this might be
Fail.
the
Yeah.
this might be the answer to our gold problems. So we don't know.
Well,
Maybe you got
if
gold
we-
problems, but Jellybean, the guy with absolutely no equipment whatsoever other than glowy eyes and a bow tie, is fucking loaded.
What do you mean loaded? He just has copious amounts of wealth.
He does, yeah.
All right,
He
but
doesn't need to
stored
buy.
stored where?
He doesn't-
Stored where? Where do you put all that wealth, huh? Huh? Where is it
Listen, man, the naked man fears one pickpocket, okay? And that pickpocket is maybe Jellybean, okay? So don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
To some people, wealth is very important. And to some other people, they live like they are rich because they're on that champagne shit.
These niggas about to make a whole lot of money.
I wish I
These
could
niggas about to make a whole lot of money.
on mobile.
I like all my kisses French when I'm on my champagne shit. Everybody turn around taking them pics cause I'm on my champagne shit. And I'm throwing them tips on my
why
champagne
do we
shit.
do
And
these
she throwing them hips cause I'm on my champagne shit.
I don't know.
Now shake it all
because
up.
DM,
Move your little hips. Back that ass up. And do that little skip. It's all in her hips. It's all in them hips. She got them dimples in her back. And I'm on my champagne shit. I'll be a lottery tonight. I'll be a lottery tonight. These niggas about to make a whole lot of money. These niggas about to make a whole lot of money.
Tell you what though, like one of these
Don't ask me
times,
shit
what
about
are we
work
just
cause
gonna
I'm
put
on
on
my
like
champagne shit.
I don't know,
I'm talking
like
high heels and no
Muffin
shirts cause
song
I'm on my
for one of these
champagne
breaks.
shit.
It's gonna be really
I used to
funny.
pray about
It's gonna
taking
come at a last
vacations.
deal.
Remember them bills we split. Now I'm here with Bueno and we busting bottles like we won a championship. Yeah, I like all my kisses French when I'm on my champagne shit. Everybody turn around taking them pics cause I'm on my champagne shit. And I'm throwing them tips on my champagne shit. And she throwing them hips cause I'm on my champagne shit. Now shake it all up. Move your little hips. Back that ass up. And do that little skip. It's all in her hips. It's all in them hips. She got them dimples in her back. And I'm on my champagne shit. I'll be a lottery tonight. I'll be a lottery tonight. Yeah, these niggas about to make a whole lot of money. Yeah, these niggas about to make a whole lot of money. Yeah, I like all my kisses French. Everybody turn around taking them pics. And she throwing them hips on my champagne shit. On my champagne shit.
The music is over, yet I feel nothing.
As Grok comes back into his body and still feels nothing because he is successfully disassociated and is floating through the universe as a sentient being of pure energy. You all step inside of these huge walls that curve up above you. This is a very unique piece of masonry that you see. You're not sure how this was formed. You're not sure if this was poured or if this was carved by hand, but the smooth surfaces are all covered with eyes of this domed circular structure.
Interesting.
And the first thing you notice is that there is an old man surrounded by 3 assassins. and they seem to be getting into a more and more heated conversation.
How do we know these people are assassins?
They are wearing black. They have daggers. They seem to be from the Zenta Rim. They have Z's on their chest. No, they just have assassin vibes, putting out
Got it.
strong.
And they're not trying to kill this guy, they're just talking to him?
You hear you hear one of the figures clothed in dark black attire.
Tell us how to find him, old man. Make sure that you're not hurt, otherwise it'd be a shame if you came to any harm.
I told you before, I sense that your intentions are not pure. I will not help you find this artist Simba.
Damn it, old man. I said tell us where he is.
No, I will not tell you where he is, and I request that you leave the temple immediately. It's about this time the four of you walk in, interrupting, and each one of these figures in black, all three of them, they kind of have twitchy fingers, and you see them reaching and either putting their hands on the pommels of their blades as they kind of sigh and begin to walk out of the temple. The older gentleman starts walking over to your group and putting out his arms wide. Welcome to the Temple of Sabras. Glad you can come here today. How may I be of assistance to you all?
Are you Shabrash?
No. I am merely a disciple of Savras. Savras is the god of scrying, of seeing through time and space. He is someone who has protected us here in Nyanzaru as we have been able to keep tabs and look at our enemies and watch and see when they might be planning an assault on us.
Oh, he not physical then.
Not here in this city, but I assure you, Savros watches over all things. He is here in this room. He is out there in the jungles of Chult.
I was pointed in
bathroom?
this direction by Granny Goodness.
That sweet old lady. You know Granny Goodness was there when I was born. She is one of the nicest people, and besides her handiwork and craftsmanship unparalleled. I see that you have some of her items. Good taste. Very impressive.
Yes, she is a sweetheart.
Undoubtedly, you should try some of her sweet tarts. They're delicious.
The sweet thought.
Perhaps I will, but another time.
And what brings you here out to Port Nyanzaru? What brings you here to our lovely and warm environment?
We need a ship.
That is already covered. We were told something else we were looking for could be found here.
Here in Chult, what are you searching for? We here at the Temple of Savras are very much interested in helping those who seek out and looking for many items, any people. We might be able to help you find what you're looking for.
We are looking for a powerful artifact in Omu.
When you say Omu, his expression darkens quite a bit. What was like a very friendly... He's kind of like a bald guy, but he definitely has this like squinty eyes of joviality. And when you say "Omu," that deflates him, and the expression drops quite a bit. You are all looking for the soul monk, are you?
Yes, we seek to put a stop to all this chaos.
Grok will find it and break it into 1,000,000 pieces.
I like this guy. This guy just won the spot in my heart. All right. Well, the death curse. I am shocked to hear that has anything to do with Chult. And to know that the soulmonger is here is very concerning. We must consult the guides. This will take some time. I will make the preparations, and I will bring the seers in to know how we are connected. We have heard rumors, like everyone, that the dying, those who had passed the other side, are now being pulled back. Give me 24 hours. We will see what is to be seen. Come back, and we will
Grok
consult.
clears his voice. He's like, does that, sorry, does that include, like, everybody, not just in Chult being pulled back into that? You know, like, does it happen all over the world, or is it centralized where it is?
All I've seen is here in Chult. I know it is here. I have heard tales that it is across the entire world. This is the worst thing in my life that I have seen before the entire world. This is a moment of great strife.
That is a revelation that I have to wrestle with. Thank you.
Grok, whoever you may have lost, they will not have come back the way you knew them.
We will see. Grok very strong. Strong enough to bring people back after destroy this artifact.
We will ask Savras for guidance. We will see what is to be seen. Return here. 24 hours. I will buy some sweethearts from Granny Goodness, and we will talk over them.
Grok liked the sound of that.
Yeah, they're kind of the best.
I will ask him to.
Shall exit. And once we're a little ways away from the temple, this is quite difficult timing. I would like to get the information from this man in Savrash's temple, but we also have business to attend to across the waters.
We can get back to that where we settled our little quest with the ship.
While we wait for these seers to see, maybe we go on this die quest to help this man with the die.
Also, did you notice the hooded figures? Seems that they've been very suspicious.
Yes. Indeed they did.
Would I be
As you
assumed
say-
that this man might be in danger?
As you say that this guy might be in danger, and those guys in black were suspicious. Those same figures come around the corner as you make your way back into the city, and step in front of you as you are about to depart down the alley.
You interfered with our business, the old man.
It seemed to me that your business was done.
It was not done. We are looking for
Looked pretty done.
artists. May have looked like it was done, but I'm telling you that it was not indeed done.
Then why'd you leave?
Because...
And why
you
did he
intim-
seem like he didn't want you there anymore?
Because we are intimidating him, and we were trying to pressure him to... Oh, look.
Y'all did
That's
a shit
illegal.
job at it.
That illegal. Grok not like illegal.
Oh, it's illegal
were
when I
shit at
do it, but it's not
intimidating, man.
illegal
He
when
didn't seem
you intimidate people at the bazaar, is it?
Grok
Well,
like
look at him. Are you gonna stop him?
Grok like
Are you
benefiting
gonna stop him?
his group.
Are you gonna stop him? Look at him. He's fucking huge. Would you
Yes.
try to stop him?
Him trying to stop you, and if you would allow me to stop stopping of the
Wait, you're trying to stop us? Oh!
Look,
Grok takes his maul out from behind his back. Grok no like being stopped. Grok will smash you to bits.
hold it right there, Grok.
How you know
It's
my
not
name?
me to come to blows.
How'd you know my name?
We would like to avoid it coming to a conflict as well. And that's why we are having you ask the old man for us where artist Simba is.
No.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And why are you looking for this person? Give us a reason to help you.
Grok concurs. You be very vague.
He is an individual that stole something from us. And
Go to
we
the
can
guards.
see-
If you stole from him,
Go to. If he stole from you, go to the guards. Don't try and beat people up. That's not a good idea.
Unless they weren't supposed to have this something.
Well, that's
Or
that's
maybe-
a good point.
maybe it's from the dark market.
When you
Maybe
say
y'all
that-
should have guarded it better.
Maybe
Grok
it's illegal.
Grok thinks these assassins are bad thieves. They're bad at their job.
I don't mean
They're,
to
they're
victim
kind of
blame
bad
or
at their
anything,
job to
but-
not be stealthy to begin with.
They takes a step back when you say, because you guys are surprisingly close to the mark, and so he's like, all right, look. You're, all right, just find artist Simba for us, and nothing bad will happen, you know, we can part ways, look, we might even be able to pay you some money, would you like that? Just, we really need to find this guy. He took something from us out of the city, so it's not really something that these guards of Port Nyanzaru can deal with.
What'd he take?
Grok
Look.
needs specifics.
I have a feeling that if I told you what he has that we are looking for, you might just take it for yourselves.
And we're not going to help you.
That
But
be a
stop
possibility.
But stop arresting this man. He
That is
didn't
a
do anything to
possibility.
you.
We might do take it for ourselves.
You know, if you don't tell us, we're definitely gonna take it for ourselves.
I really feel like I'm being manipulated hard right now. I need...
You are, yeah. You have no advantage. You have no leverage in this conversation.
Your strategy was very poorly formed.
You did not think this through.
I did not, and I'm realizing that now. This has been a catastrophe. I'm going to the bathhouse. But we are going to need to reapproach this at a different time. Thank you for your time. Yeah, goodbye.
And he's just gonna start walking away.
As they walk away,
twitching.
as they walk away, she just sits there, just like pressing. You're full of shit.
You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit.
God damn it.
Grok's surprised on how many people are full of shit in this city.
Well, I haven't seen one bathroom, so I assume it's a lot of.
So actually, now that you're looking for it and you're like taking the time to actually see what's around, and there are a ton of private bathhouse. There are numerous, like there is one public bathhouse That's very, very nice. But in addition to that, there are a ton of these private. You can tell that they are bathhouses because they have different like calligraphy of water, and they have all these different rain catchers and water fountains outside. And it's just also something that you've noticed is that this is the nicest smelling city that you've been in. Not only because the people here are all daily bathers, like they all smell fantastic, but because of the rain that sweeps out and cleans all the city. Like there is no channels of shit like in most of the other cities that you've been in. There's not just like animal shit or people shit just flowing through the streets. And there are just these vines and these flowers, these bouquets, these baskets of flowers pretty much on every house. There's just explosions of colors and scents. And this is by far one of the nicest cities that you've been in when it comes to its cleanliness factor.
I was considering my school to be the nicest place in there. God damn.
Grok appreciate good smelling places.
Here, it is. It's done well, lovely here. They know how they managed to do that.
Perhaps I'll talk to my guild about setting up a post here and commanding it myself.
He looks at Gert and says, "Where's the paper you were looking at earlier?"
Grok, as you take the
Oh.
paper, the colorful piece of paper out of your hand, and you like unfold it, you do see where this individual has requested you to meet up with them. And yeah, you start making your way over to this house near the dye works. And as you pass by the fish market, you see that there's all these different pieces of big fish, rainbow trout, there's freshwater fish, saltwater fish. You pass by that, and you pass by the Red Bazaar, which is, well, that's also full of meat. And you see all these huge slabs of dinosaur meat, these chunks dripping blood down on the ground that just makes the entire floor red. There's buckets of blood that stain the rain-washed gutters. And you pass by the Red Bazaar towards the dye works, and you make your way towards this little house, very modest establishment next to this huge building that makes up the dye works. And you see oozing out of the corners and the sides, there's these like cyans and magentas, every color you can think of. They have pulled some kind of resource from the jungle and used it to dye textiles that come in from the city. And as you walk by the docks, you see these huge bundles of gray or brown textiles, these pieces of cloth, being piled up on these huge reinforced carts pulled by triceratops and different dinosaurs up to this hill in which the dye work sits on top of.
Very interesting. Grok
What's
love
that?
hills.
Where's the dye works?
Where is she?
Are they?
23.
Where are they?
Oh, wow. Oh, the dye works are all the way over here. My bad. Pew, whoop.
Ah, dye works nice.
And as you knock on the door that is posted on the flyer, you see this older gentleman. He answers the door, and you can tell he's clearly worried. He looks at you all, sees that you're all strapping adventurers, and introduces himself. Thank you for answering my advertisement, my request. My name is Omala. Thank you very much. I am very worried. I received a iron token from the Tupka Society, and Yep, they're gonna kill me. So I am asking for you all to come with me to the Golden Throne, and I will beg for forgiveness from Quathi. Quayothi.
So you
Yeah.
lost.
What's an iron token?
A grave omen. Only individuals marked for death are given the iron token. I am ashamed. I bought some dancing monkey fruit on the black market and used it to make a very bright, a very colorful yellow. But I definitely was encroaching on Kaiwathi's territory. The merchant prince, he controls all the legal sale of the dancing monkey fruit, and for me to buy some on the black market, well, he controls, he's a very powerful man. He has influence over the courts, and before I knew it, I was sentenced to death, and I now need to very quickly go to him and ask for forgiveness, or I will be on the run, if you know what I mean.
Let Grok get straight. You sentence death, and then you go to person who sentenced you to death.
Yes.
Ask for forgiveness.
Yes, it's a very Godfather situation.
And you think he spare you?
I think there's a better chance of him sparing me than make it through the run.
And you
But
hire
he could
us.
just kill you as soon as you get
Yeah,
there.
you hire us just in case he try to kill you. We save you and kill him.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but it's
Why not just hire us to kill him?
That
Problem
would be a
solved.
very bad idea
problem.
against a merchant lord. Prince.
Grok accepts this mission. We go with you. If you try anything fishy, we smash and kill everyone.
okay.
Maybe not
let's,
everyone.
Oh dear.
Maybe only
their
one guy.
flesh.
Okay, whoa.
Them,
Who
spit
said that?
roast them.
Who said that? No.
Okay, hold on. Tiefling makes an excellent point. It's a really bad idea for me to continue to make enemies, especially by killing the merchant prince. I'm trying to make amends here. If I go around killing more of them, it's going to be more difficult for me to make. Apologies. Look. Let's go over there right now. We'll just pop over to the Golden Throne, say hi, ask for forgiveness on my knees, and then you're just all I'm asking for is for your protection to make sure no one kills me on the way to Guairothi, so I can ask for forgiveness. That is the goal.
Grok accepts. But
Thank you.
I demand payment up front, since you might be killed. And, if you're dead, you can't pay.
That's well.
It makes sense.
How about I
die,
give you
can't
this lovely piece of clothing here? This is a magenta and maroon that I made last week. Top dollar. This is very valuable. I'll give this to you. I'll also give you this pink pillowcase. This is what I made for the release and opening of the Barbie movie. This is a wonderful pink that you'll not find anywhere else. Huh? How about this?
If Grok sell, he get money.
Yes, it's very valuable. Barbie is all rage right now.
Insight.
Can I have the iron token as payment?
Yes, I would not show that to anyone, as that is probably going to mark you as someone who needs to be thrown into the run, but yes, you may have this. And he hands over.
I'll just give it to somebody I really dislike. Thank you.
That's also a good idea. I'm sorry, what was your question again, Grok?
Well, Grok wanted to roll an insight to see if these are actually valuable, as he says.
Absolutely. So go ahead and roll an insight.
It was a 9. It wasn't good.
So you can tell that they are valuable. This is work from a master dye worker. And you can see that the dye has been inlaid in a way that the pattern is accentuated by the weave of the textile. And the longer you look at it, the more impressive, the more detail that comes to your eye. It is valuable, but you can't say how valuable it is. You're not sure how much it would sell for, but it looks snappy.
All right. Grok accepts and places these pieces of clothing into his deer-skinned rough sack. And then he says, "Lead way. We follow you. Make sure you not die."
Absolutely, and if there's anything else that the rest of you would like to come by any time, I'll set you up. This is my honor to make sure such stalwart individuals are set up and looking snazzy. And you guys are treated to this individual continuing to give you a tongue bath on your way to the Golden Throne. And it takes about 3 hours for you all sitting inside of this very opulent golden dome, and as you've approached, the sheer shine of it that the sun reflects off of this gold, it almost blinds you, and as you approach it, you're looking at it more carefully because you're like, well, maybe we can just take some of the gold, and that'd be worth more than what we're doing here. And once you are at the establishment of this golden dome, you see that this is not actually made out of pure solid gold. It is painted gold.
Ah.
But
Just,
nonetheless,
just like being
craftsmanship.
disgusted by the painting. As he telepathic someone, I will roll a d4. See? Because why not? He telepaths Jelly and says, this is telepathy, that why is this painting so ugly? You can respond back, no, Jelly Bean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, man. They're probably just really stupid. Don't know anything about colors. Really stupid.
Just Backstreet's dumb.
Like these guys must have failed art school and then went into politics. Kind of stupid,
I mean,
Real stupid.
damn.
how can you question the doll how can you question the doll when you're painting so much shit in the wall? It's not appropriate. Whatever, let's save this man.
But they've never
Yes.
even heard of color theory.
As the scathing criticism continues in the silent conversation between you, these large doors open, and coming in with a retinue of about 5-6 people following in his wake, you see that Kwathi come directly up to Omala, and then stands in front of him, arms crossed, kind of tapping his heels, giving him he does a thing with his hands where he makes a little circle and kind of like, come on, I don't have all day. Let's get this over with. And Omala falls to his knees, puts his arms up in a prayer position, and starts begging for forgiveness. Please, I did not understand. It was a lapse in judgment. I will never, and I mean never, buy any more dancing monkey fruit on the black market, I swear. Please, Kwathi, please forgive me. And there's a moment that stretches out before Kwathi bends down, grabbing both shoulders of Mala and lifting him back up. I hate to see you like this, Omala. It was only a lapse in judgment, you say? Well, I'd like to believe that. And tell you what, I can overlook this grave mistake. But I'll need you to do something for me, Omala.
There's something I need you to make happen. There's a man named Shago. He'll need to die in the next 10 days. If this happens, and you speak of the deed to no one, I'll forget that this happened. Yes, I think, absolutely, we'll find Shago. We'll make sure that he meets some kind of end. We'll find him, and we'll take care of this for you, Guathi. Yes. See that you do. And like I said, speak of the deed to no one, Omala. And at this point, he gives all of you a very purposeful stare, each one of you. And then he turns and he walks back into the Golden Throne.
Huh. Nice.
At this point, Omala gets back up to his feet. He's sweating bullets. Everything here in Chult does have like a sheen of glisten to it. This man is drenched. He looks like he just got out of a pool. Alright, let's go find this fucker, Shago, and make sure he's fucking dead. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just gonna cast station this right away.
You kill him instantaneously because he needs sweat to cool. Dead on the spot.
Oh, heat stroke. Blah.
All
We'll
right.
clean off the sweat from his clothes, at least.
Thank you, Zerdosai. Oh my god. That was seriously scary for me. I'm an older man now. There's no way I can make it through the executioner's run. I saw... this kid, he like levitated... He levitated out of the,
Drifting all through sorts of different accents. Goddamn, fucking this up.
Yeah, we did that. We did that.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be as lucky as you. I don't think I'll be as lucky as that guy to just have you walking by and have me levitate out of the dinosaur's teeth.
So you want us to kill Guy, so you no die.
I mean, I know when you look at me, you see a tough and hard murderer willing to kill, but I am actually quite a softie.
Does that guy hire people to kill people a lot? Is that something he's known for or something?
A merchant princes did not come to power because they were weak.
Got it.
So what you're saying is if we kill him, we'll be doing more good in the world than if we kill this other dude.
Well, depends. I mean, if you kill the merchant princes, you could be sending our society into chaos. A strong man is better than chaos, than nothing at all. I was about to say anarchy, but actually anarchy is much preferable to having the dictator.
Anarchy? What's that mean?
That's a peak human society and achievement of absolute nirvana. That is when humans live and cooperate with each other. Okay, look, I can't get into Karpatko.
You don't know
right now.
either, do you? Alrighty.
So, you guys...
We kill this guy.
Making your way back through the city. With the name of Shago, you deposit Omala back in his house, and he sets you all up with whatever kind of clothing that you want in this place, and it looks great. So the individuals that would like to have a change of clothing that is more conducive to this environment, you can add whatever you'd like to your inventory when it concerns like a light and breezy outfit. So something that's going to be less burdensome. So those of you that are wearing like plate or chain, even leather at this point is going to be difficult, especially while traveling. So you might want to have like some kind of outfit to wear while you're moving through the jungle, and then when you're about to get into a confrontation, then put your armor on. So you do not have as much of a vulnerability to heat stroke, and when you're making those checks for exhaustion and heat stroke.
Got it.
Jelly
So
Bean
those-
is getting a new bow tie.
Nice.
What
and your
color?
bow tie.
Black,
Nice.
maybe a
back,
pinstripe.
back in black, baby.
So you get this black
Like,
pink stripe bow tie, and you look at it, and as you change the angle that you're looking at it, it bends the color from like a violet, a deep black red velvet.
Interesting.
I think Zerdos will also change out of his Scoutmaster shorts.
Oh. No, there goes all the sex appeal in our party.
Don't worry, I got a Warforged that's nothing but like he's 600 pounds of steel and sex appeal. Okay, that's my backup character.
Damn.
Damn, even the robots are getting sexy. This is crazy. This has gotten out of hand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wear this fancy clothes as he doff instantly his armor off his chest because he have a cast off armor, and just put it back into his bag.
Oh, he's got stripper armor.
Yeah, I got
The
cast
armor where he
cast
just
off armor because Artificer can build that from their fusion. So take a purple and yellow color.
Sharp. All right. With the canary outfit, you guys start making your way back down to the docks, looking for transport by boat. You're finding that on this job board, you're finding a lot of different resumes, a lot of resources, and as your transformation is complete and the sex appeal of the group goes down quite a bit due to the loss of the short shorts, you're finding two things of interest on this board. You're finding that Ordame Swift and Dark, she has the ship, the Brazen Pegasus, available for hire. You're also finding an advertisement from Shago, the individual who you were just asked to murder, and he is working as a guide. He is offering trips to guide adventurers to Fort Balerion so they can touch bases with the Flaming Fists, and you're finding that this has been something that he's been doing to get people, shuttle them there and back through the jungle so that they can obtain charters from the fort there.
Two birds, one stone. We follow Shago to Fort Balerion, kill him right before, then we get charter. It's slower, but we get there still, and we finish quest.
Yes, I suppose we could potentially get a ship back.
What you guys think?
sounds good.
There's songs. What songs for two birds? Seems to be quite the
I would rather not
Lucky moment.
take part in the killing, so if you are going to do it by walking, I will set the ship to get there and meet you on the other side. Is that
What?
not good?
You think of it this way, Zerdos. He bad man. We kill bad man. We save good man.
I don't
Is he Batman?
know.
If you say he bad man, you justify.
As I reconsider it, Rock, it is his job to kill it. If we kill it instead of him, it means that he is not going to be forgiven. Let's forget that man. You're not going to save him if we're going to kill it. Well, I should say kill him. He has to do it. He has to be
We
forgotten.
were there when
Grok.
the job was given, so I don't think if we
Grok
you were
thinks-
to do it, it would be a problem.
Yeah, Grok thinks if the man dead, he dead. Quest done. Unfortunately, Zerdos, this world we live in. And unfortunately, we're all kind of tied at the hip. It would be inopportune to split party.
Not necessarily. I would be getting the ship to the destination, so you have a quick way back.
It's a good
Right.
point. But Zerdos, what we do without your skills of anthropology.
What if we find a cool new bug?
Bug.
I
Think about all possibilities, Zerdos.
bugs
Insect.
are not my specialty. I specialize in the different humanoid races.
What if we find a humanoid goat?
What if human bug? Bug with
Human
leg.
bug?
Look, I am not in any form physically capable. I would probably just die.
Me carry you on back.
I should say that the ship to me is very interesting to go with.
How about this? We kill him, alright, and then we go on ship. You know, we don't even have to leave city. We go to him, stab him many times, then we go.
We still have to wait a day for the shears.
Oh, yes. Okay, we go man, kill him, give head to good man, then we see Sears, go on ship. Sound like a good plan to me. We not even need to follow him. We just kill him, go on ship. We pretend to want to, then hit him with hammer. Many time.
Don't want to get caught.
Oh, there goes. You live in future. You need live in present. You too much think of future when we need think of present.
What if we are waiting for you to kill that man while we
Yes.
are on the ship?
Good idea. I go by myself. You guys do whatever you need to do. It will be a
You
Grok solo adventure.
I
Well, we
should
do
say-
have 10 days to do it, don't we? What if
Yes.
something else happens and we can end up killing the prince instead of the random guy we don't know?
I feel killing Prince bring unnecessary many assassin to us.
Yes.
No, you're thinking too far in future. You need to think in now.
Ah, you use my own logic against me. My line of thinking. My whole essence
Grok.
of being.
Grok just fucking implodes.
Well, settled then. Let's go to the ship.
Yes, we can set up Chult for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Grok rips off the paper for the man that they're hunting. What's his name again? Man, I just forgot.
Shago.
Jago, and says, "Grok, go kill Shago. Don't worry, me no get caught. Me sneaky. You
Let's
guys
wait to
go
kill
shut.
him
You
till
go get the
tomorrow.
ship. It better this way. You know, I mean, I work good in dark. I kill him in dark. Easy.
Okay, let me see if I can give you like a potion or something before you're leaving.
Trust me. In and out. 15-minute adventure.
What is the price on killing this Jago?
The dye smith is not going to die. That's the price.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
no.
technically, we already got our payment. If you want to be real technical about it, but I mean, like,
Our Dutch will not
it's,
do something for free.
I just no.
He's gonna do something that is
I
worth
mean,
money.
technically speaking, we got paid to do this job. You know, I mean, technically, it's not the same job, but it's more transferred into this job. I feel like, so I think it's just continuation if you think about it.
We can like do this later because we're not having profit to do this. Yeah, either to be caught, which is not a good thing.
Grok no get caught. He big sneaky.
All right, do it by yourself, big boy.
Grok, you taking off on your own? 15-minute adventure?
Grok go on 15-minute adventure. He'll go back. He'll rendezvous with group on ship.
All right.
It's gonna give you something. Okay, let me see if I can get you like a healing potion. Let's roll the d6 for my experimental elixir. Shit. I give you a potion of sweetness. You have your walking speed will increase by 10
Easy,
Or-
let's go.
for 1 hour.
That-
He says, "What?
That'd be great.
If you're going to get it fast, take this. It will let you. You're gonna run fast with this."
Grok, thank you. May need this for quick getaway after vicious murder.
Pinching the bridge of his
And
nose, Theranos is just gonna start walking away towards the docks, shaking his head.
Goodbye, Zerados. Thank you for Big Think. But Grok no need Big Think when he had Big Hammer.
you just see like this like shake his head and he said, with a smile and he says, "Knock yourself out," and he goes to Zerdos.
All right. Grok, as you go one way, the rest of the party makes their way to the docks. We're gonna follow the team
You know
as
what?
they come.
I think Jellybean's gonna follow Grok.
Oh, nice.
You know, might as well. Can't have one person being by themselves. You know.
Yeah.
All right, I will spend one single spell slot to give you something. Give me a sec. Okay, you get the 4. What do you got? What do you get? Oh, for every attack roll, you can roll a d4 for the next minute. There you go.
Oh, so it's just an extra. That's just extra for the attack. More
for
chances
every
to hit.
attack- No, for every attack you make, you can roll a d4.
Oh, nice.
Oh, extra damage.
Extra attack roll, and saving throws as well.
Okay. Makes me hit better. Got it.
Yes.
Grok, thank you, Jellybean, for coming with me. Grok, appreciative of true friendship. Together, Jellybean, we shall viciously murder this person.
Sorry, gentlemen. What will help you between a healing potion, having 10 feet more, a +1 AC, a d4 to hit or saving throw, having a flight speed, or you want to transform yourself with the alter self spell? What do you want?
Give me a +1 to AC.
That's good. You have that because I use the
Yeah.
spell slot and I can choose. So this one,
Awesome.
there you go.
That's better. That's better. Yeah.
Nice, nice. All right, you guys do your smart things. We do our cool things.
Grok,
Yeah.
Jelly Bean, taking off the advertisement for Shago as a guide through the jungle up to Fort Balerion. You start making your way to his house. The rest of you, Zerados, Therados, there it is. You are
Tarot this. You can just call me Taro, if that's better. Just Taro.
Thero, you make your way with Zerados to the docks. And the first thing you notice is that there is a half gold dragon at the edge of this boat. And as you look at this boat, this thing it's so mean. It is a great looking fast ship. The side of it says the Brazen Pegasus, and the golden dragon, the half gold dragon, is screaming at the top of his lungs at the people on the boat, and there is a man on the boat screaming back at him. And the gold dragon is like clawing at the different ropes that attach to the dock.
I told you, you need to move. We got another boat coming in, and this dock space is reserved. What do you mean this dock space is reserved? You didn't tell us that when we pulled up. You're just magically pretending that you classify dock space as reserved now? We're not finished offloading our produce. I told you could offload produce when I said you could offload produce.
And they're inches away from each other, screaming at the top of their lung at each other.
You just see Taro. This is like, hey, it's commercials. What is all of this? Why are we screaming? Just keep it cool.
The half gold dragon turns to you, picks you up by your shoulders.
And just what would you have to say about my dock? You're lucky I don't yeet you into the ocean right now.
Zerados is just quietly writing down information on this half gold dragon, like, whoa. Because he's not a dragonborn, he's a half dragon, so it's different, and he's like wanting to write down the differences.
Yeah. I thought I could just stare myself. It's easy dragon. Well, easy dragonborn. It says to the half dragon. It says, "Come on, you wouldn't kill one of your kind."
You see the blackness in his eyes. Like, you can see there's just red and darkness as this guy is looking through you. He blinks a few times, and he's, for the first time, seeing you. And he puts you back on the ground.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. I need these people to move the Brazen Pegasus. I told you before, Dorime, I'll tell you again, don't be here when I get back.
And he starts stomping off down on the dock, and he starts screaming at the next ship on the dock.
I told you to move! What are you still doing here?
And everyone on that boat just starts like running around frantically, start untying themselves. He's like ripping pieces of wood off the dock from where they're tied up.
Was he screaming at the captain?
No, the man, the older gentleman that he was screaming at, he is red as tomato, and he is frantically screaming at the rest of the crew.
Yeah, you heard him. Get us untacked from the dock ASAP. That means goddamn now.
And he's continuing to issue orders to the rest of the crew. There is a rock gnome that is perched up on the poop deck, and with a bemused smile on her face, watching everything go down as the ship is untied, and it's slow. The front half of the ship is slowly beginning to drift out as it points itself out into the bay and gets ready to look for another piece of dock space, another slip.
Rodis will come to the Angerman and say, Wait, there's our friends that we're waiting on. Can you give us like 15 minutes?
Who are you talking to?
The angry man that wanted to cast off the both our ghosts.
Does it look like we got 15 minutes? What do you think now means? Does it mean 15 minutes from now? Or does it mean now?
They're just going to find another dark space. They aren't leaving.
I'll follow you, Gyarados. I don't like this captain too much. As he goes to you with
That's
you.
not the captain. And then point at the rock gnome. That's the captain.
The rock gnome
Why-
is going
why-
to go
the
ahead and
fuck-
gesture to you to come on over. And she goes to this plank bridge that's still in between the dock and the ship, but is quickly being retracted. The rock gnome is like, better come aboard. It seems like we are in the way here, and might be wise of us to go ahead and move spots.
Listen, we're not in the way of anything. Let me just get sometimes with the half dragon.
It best not cause any more problems. Let's just hop aboard and move spots.
You don't want to wait for them, doesn't you?
We're not leaving. We're just moving. Over.
And
Yeah.
as both of you just barely make it across the plank bridge as the rock gnome pulls it back onto the ship before you, you drift out into the bay, and some of the oars come out of the sides of the ship and begin navigating across this very well-equipped bay. You're not seeing too much in the terms of like actual shipbuilding going on here, but from the water, it does offer you a unique perspective in that this bay is reinforced. You see this large wall and a gate that leads out of this bay. You see the gate is drawn currently, and all around this half crescent harbor, you're finding an extremely well-built and positioned and apportioned network of docks. There are huge ships. There's different kinds of ships. You see fast boats. You see things built for speed. You also see huge galleons that are obviously used for transport, both people and goods. And now that you're out in this bay, you see in the very middle of it, there's a rock. And on top of the rock is this wonderfully colorful statue. There is, it seems like a regal figure, maybe one of the early kings. And he is adorned not only with this fabulously ornate clothing and jewels and different kinds of riches, but these feathers of every kind of dinosaur, of bird. You see every kind of color. This is an absolute rainbow of color of these different feathers that come off of this warrior king out here in the middle of the bay. He is holding a shield that is stretched tight with these spotted dinosaur reptile skins, as well as a traditional yukulu, the same axe with an obsidian spear tip on the end of it. And as you navigate around the statue, you come to rest on a less busy portion of the dock where you have a little more space, and the crew jumping off ties the boat up and brings it in, putting these little pads of seaweed and nets on the side of the boat so it rides the dock comfortably. Yeah, sorry for the excitement. How can I help you, gentlemen? And Ortome, swift and dark, comes down and puts a hand out. Pleasure to meet you all. Ortome is the name. I'll be the captain of this ship, and I am in the business of making business happen. So how can I be of service to you, gentlemen?
Zerdos will take her hand, shake it. I am Zerdos. I am here on behalf of Shindra Chauvin to charter your ship to the port, the Fort Valerian.
Indeed, Sindra's been in contact with me. Your fare is paid for. I was expecting 4 of you, but Never
Yes,
too
the
late.
others are taking care of some business, and we need to postpone our departure for tomorrow.
Not a problem. As she's already paid in advance, we'll leave when you're ready. Fort Belrulian isn't going anywhere, and yes, I suppose another day in port gives us time to set the sails straight, mend any tears, and as well as replace some of the lines that have gotten a little frayed. We'll make it happen. We'll be ready for you. Let us know when you're ready to depart, and please don't expect the most luxurious of traveling. This ship is built for speed, and we do not have much space. The underpart, the cargo hold, is for cargo only, and on occasion, defense. We keep it clear, and you will be expected to ride on the deck for your duration of your time with us. So make sure you dress and have the appropriate protective gear.
Protective gear?
Indeed, if you would like a tarp to protect yourself from the rain, I suggest you purchase one before coming aboard, as the ones that we have will be allocated to the crew.
You just see Tardis put on his umbrella and says, "We have this covered."
Oh my
I should
God.
say, Tardis, the name, the great. He shake his hand.
There it is. Pleasure to meet you. Autumn, Swift and Dark. I see you have lovely taste. Granny Goodness has the nicest parasols in all of Chult, you know.
Yes, I would agree.
Very well. We'll be ready to set off tomorrow. Let us know, and we'll depart forthwith at that point.
Can I ask you something, Mr. I don't remember his name. What is his name?
Her name is Autumn, Swift and Dark.
Ortome. Okay. Mr. Ortome, may I ask if I can take a look at your furnace of how you speed up the boat?
You look around, and you do not see any smokestacks. She gives you like a... You know when dogs tilt their head when they're confused? She gives you like acquisitive furnace, huh? You must be
Oh,
joking.
you don't have this technology yet. Oh, so you're just ramming, I suppose.
We are one of the swiftest ships here in Port Nyanzaru. We do all right with what we have.
Sorry, I got too excited for myself. Excuse the inconvenient.
Well, rein it in there, boy.
Well, I suppose Zerdos, as he looks at Zerdos with the smile, he says, "Where should we wait our companions?"
I suppose we could meet them back at the inn, since we will need to be taking a rest.
Do we have that other businesses? Well, if you want to come with me, I need things to buy. You want to go to the market, so with me, or you prefer to take a rest of yourself?
I can accompany you, it is no matter.
All right. We shall seek to the market then. Let's, Captain.
What?
Captain, Ortone, yeah.
Autumn,
Ortome.
yeah, thank you. What is it?
You will see a. Drake, what is your race character?
He's an orc. Or half orc.
If you
Sorry.
see an orc with the war, is it a warhammer or is?
It's a big
He's
maul.
he's a
It's
slan.
maul. But yeah, it's
a
just a
maul.
big hammer.
A maul. Okay. If you see
Basically.
an orc with the maul in the kind of jelly bean, that's our companion. Told them that we went to the market and he can join us back at the inn.
I'll let them know. I am expecting... Yes, alright, and I was expecting a dwarf, as are they no longer part of your party?
Unfortunately, they were devoured by velociraptor skulls.
Yes, constant danger here in Chult. Goddamn zombie dinosaurs. We'll watch out for those. All right, very good. I will keep an eye out for this half-orc as well as a plasmoid, I believe.
Yes. Goes by
I've
the name
seen-
Jellybean. Blue with glowing rocks.
Thank
Okay.
you for clarifying. Yeah, I've never seen one of those before, so suppose that'll be an
They're
experience.
quite fascinating.
That's a word
I
for
wonder
it.
where they're coming from. Is it like from some sort of ocean?
Above my pay
I'm not
grade.
sure. Jellybean has not given that information.
I should ask him somehow. Well, in some time, if he's comfortable with it.
And as you all move off into the market and back to the bathhouse, Kaya's house of repose, we're gonna cutscene over to Jellybean and Grok.
Fantastic.
So both of you make your way through the city and eventually come upon a very modest house. It's not shabby, like it's painted. The colorful flowers arranged in baskets on the outside are very much a bachelor's pad vibe. It is nice, but it's nothing grand like the Golden Throne or the Grand Souk, which you visited earlier today. This is clearly one individual's modest efforts, and while clean and tidy, you see a very basic water catcher running down into it's pretty much just like those Japanese kind of bamboo pipes that fill up and occasionally come down. Konk. Very simple water machine. You find the establishment of Shago.
Grok looks at Jellybean. Shall Grok knock?
Grok, knock.
All right. Grok knock.
Grok, you take a knock on the door. And a few moments go by before you hear the door open. There's no lock on the door. It just opens up. There's a younger man. You'd say probably in his early 30s, late 20s. Answering the door. Looks a little confused. Yes, how can I help you?
Grok is led to believe you could lead us to Fire Fist.
Yes, the Flaming Fists of Fort Belurian. Of course, please come in, come in. I did not realize you were looking for my skills as a guide. Please, make yourselves comfortable. And he leads you inside of this living room and sits you down at a table. There's some pretty spindly chairs, especially for you, Gronk. You sit yourself in one and hear it like creak under you as you settle into it. And Jellybean, same with you. You kind of have to like squeeze yourself in a little bit, like get skinny to mold yourself onto this chair. And he comes on the other side of the table bringing some steaming water, some hot water. He pours you guys out some tea, uncovers this, it's like a dish, and there's some little carrot cakes in there, and he cuts you both off a slice and gives you some carrot cakes and pushes it over. Right, so the trip to Fort Valerian, that usually takes about... I mean, if we're lucky, we can get there in about 3 days if all things go according to plan.
Oh, sounds good to Grok. Grok have one question. Grok think nice house. Grok may ask you have anybody live with you?
No, unfortunately I haven't been able to trick any of these wonderful ladies into being one of my lovely wives. However, I hope someday I'm able to find an individual who's interested in me, we can come out as husband and wife in the open. Until then,
I have a question.
Yeah, yes, please.
This is more pertaining to our journey. You see, we expect like we know it's a dangerous journey and all, but like, is there any other dangers that might be brought by you though? Because just I've traveled with some guys offering their services as a guide, and they're like have like 5,000 gold bounties on their head, and I don't want to deal with that again.
Hey, I assure you, my reputation here in Port Nyanzaru is immaculate. I'm held in high esteem by my community. Ask around. I'll have you know that I have never had a single individual not be able to make the trip from Fort Valerian and back. 100% success rate.
Can I insight check him?
Absolutely, go ahead.
It's a good idea.
Hold on. That's not a good roll. 11.
11?
Yeah. Insight has not been good today.
My rolls haven't been good at all today.
So, you can tell that he is being honest. However, you feel like he is holding something back. And do either of you have the map? I think that... I want to say Resvin had the map, right?
I think didn't we get multiple copies of the map? No?
One
no,
map.
I think there's one map. I don't think we have the map.
Yeah, let's say that's I give it to Zerdos.
Yeah. Resvin had the map, and then
Zerdos has it.
Well,
So-
would he have a map there? I mean, he is the navigator for that trip, you know?
Sure. And you obviously are like, oh, well, 100%, that seems kind of high. I mean, I believe you. And he pulls off a map. It's not nearly as nice as the one that Syndra gave you. There's not as much detail. The the cartography is not nearly as professional. But you do see that there is a similarity between what you have and what's being shown to you. And the Bay of Chult, you're seeing that the path to Fort Belruian is a path that's well traveled. It may not even be usually a journey, quote unquote. Like, it's not really something that might even need a guide, because it's just a very leisurely stroll along the coast. It's like walking on the beach all the way until you get to Fort Belruian. The amount of time actually spent in the thick of the jungle is almost non-existent. There's just a few patches that you have to go through. And as far as potentials for encounters along the way, it's not unheard of, but it's not something that is... This is definitely the most PG journey in all of Chult. This is the easiest of any of the explorers, of any of the guides' tasks that they could take.
So Wookie, Jellybean is a cartographer. Is there anything else he can pull away from this map? He's got cartography as a skill.
Okay. So as you're looking at this map, you do see that there is more detail around these two rivers that you haven't seen before, that will need to be added onto the map that you received from Syndra. You see that the river on the right is the river Tiriki, and the river on the left is the river Shoshenstar. And both Shoshenstar. And both of these rivers go up into... They go deep into the inland. Both of these rivers would probably be, and let me go ahead and uncover some of this on the map for you. Both of these rivers are going to be very much good ways to navigate through the jungle. They are going to be far more expeditious and efficient, so you won't need to make... You're much less likely to encounter heat exhaustion if you're rowing up these rivers that are almost still because they're so slow versus actually tromping through the jungle and trying to move through the jungle on foot.
Okay, well, Jellybean's gonna make a note of those.
So, yeah, Grok leans in and he says, "Do you consider yourself a good person?"
The last few points you notice on the map as this very concerning question comes across the room from Grok. You see Camp Righteous, and it's got an X through it. And then as you continue to look up the river, you see Camp Vengeance before the river Shoshenstar spills out into this Aldani Basin, this huge swampy portion of the map.
Oh, wow. We get more of the map. Nice.
All thanks to Jellybean and his cartography.
Looks like Camp Righteous got ransacked, though. Look, it has a big X.
What happened with Camp Righteous?
So as these two questions kind of come at Shago at the same time, there's, do you consider yourself a good person? At which point Shago's like, I try to be a uprighteous pillar of my community, and then he kind of lashes on to the other question. Camp Righteous was assaulted and overrun by zombies and undead. They killed everyone who was unable to flee from the camp. Some of the individuals were able to escape via canoe and established a new camp at Camp Vengeance. However, I was led to understand that the tolls were high.
Grok kind of, holds his hand up to his bridge of his nose and rubs it. That answer makes this part a lot harder, and maybe a morally gray mark on my adventure as a whole.
The Jellybean's gonna like hold his hand, like make a little hand and like hold it up, and he's gonna look at him and he's like, "I think I want to know why before. Grok? Maybe we should ask him and see if he knows."
Oh, good idea. Sir, we are here to murder you, and we want to know why.
What?
No.
Excuse-
Why
Oh,
the merchant
wait.
prince would want to murder you? He hired us to kill you, and we're like, why would he do that?
Yes.
You seem like a nice guy.
Exactly. So what did you do?
That motherfucking piece of shit.
What did you do?
Yeah, what happened? What's going on?
Yeah,
I kind of want to murder him because he seems like an asshole, but like I need a reason to,
Yeah.
He's a huge asshole. He's nothing but a pile of shit. He wants me murdered because I'm fucking his wife and giving her the good dick. And now he's just gonna send the people to murder me. That's just like Goathoi.
Yeah. He sent this one dude to death, and then he was like, "Hey, I won't kill you if you kill you." And he's like, "Hey, can you kill it?" And we're like, "It's a whole thing,
The wife thing strikes a chord with me personally. I'm
Listen,
Grok.
if she
I'm
cheated,
Grok,
I don't.
And personally, I don't know if I would probably do the same. I would probably do the murdering myself, of course.
Grok,
To the man.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he's the one to blame, Grok. I mean, she cheated. She's more guilty than him.
I don't know. I mean, he probably had to know as well.
That's
I mean,
barely
yes,
cheating.
but
She
she
came
did
on to
cheat.
me.
See,
Shut up.
yeah, that kind of makes you sound like a dick.
Yeah, but like, regardless of him being a dick, she did the cheating. So if anyone should be murdered for this, it should be her, right?
I mean, I don't. This is getting
She
all
did the
fuzzy.
bad
This,
thing.
this is getting fuzzy for me. I just feel like I don't know.
Like,
Should we?
listen,
What do you think? Should we kill you, sir?
Kawathi is only trying to control his wife. This is
Ugh,
disgusting and
Listen, man,
frankly,
that is disgusting.
fake your
I hate
death and
control.
lie low for a little bit, and
Yeah,
we may deal with him soon.
Do you have you know what? I got a good idea. We're gonna fake your death, but we need something to take back. So we're gonna chop off your hand.
that's not faking my death.
Well, we're gonna give the evidence to the guy, and then
We're gonna get we're gonna say, hey, he's dead, and we're gonna burn down your house and collect
Yeah.
the insurance money and give it to you.
it's no worry. You will have to restart your life, but that
Until
is-
we kill
that
the
is-
guy, because this is
that-
a whole thing, you know?
this is a whole thing. This is what's happening. If you don't, we'll just
Hey,
have to,
Why
I'm
don't you
sorry.
go down to Camp Vengeance? Because I'm sure they need someone of your skills there.
No,
right?
yeah, totally. I mean, it's great.
I mean, he won't look for you in Camp Vengeance, you know?
This is a good idea.
Thank you, both. And before I go and you burn my house down, do not blame my lover, Shosta. She has been ignored for many years by Coyote. She sought me because she was lonely. Do not blame her for what she has done. She has done nothing wrong.
Gotcha, bud. But
Croc-
we're gonna need a finger and maybe a ring.
Yeah, we're gonna need an appendage of some sort.
This is
unfortunately.
Why don't we
escalating
make
quite a bit from burning my house down. Look, that's quite a
We're gonna-
sacrifice.
Well, we need evidence. I'm sorry.
Listen, man, do you want him coming after you in Camp Vengeance instead of people that'll actually kill you?
Also, I don't really have something sharp. It's mostly blunt, so we're gonna have to use like one of your knives.
Can we please I mean, look, you can take some of my belongings.
Nope.
How about
Has
that?
It's a finger.
yeah.
We have to have a part of you to prove it,
It's-
or he's going to send people
Look,
that will rip you apart.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's either a finger or I'm gonna have to take your whole body. So
But really, I think my yukluck, my weapon might be more than sufficient to prove that you're
Maybe, yeah.
maybe, but that's a maybe. If he even has the slightest bit of doubt, that the hunting party that he's gonna send your way is gonna be, well, that's gonna be bad, and it's gonna be bad for me too.
I'm gonna need all my
Mostly.
digits to deal with the hunting party then.
Give us a toe. Give us a toe then. It's just a toe.
A pinky. Give me your.
Yeah,
When was the last time you used your pinky?
The pinky is
Exactly.
actually critical to the strength of your hand. If you don't have the pinky, you'll substantially decrease how strong your grip
Ring
is.
finger.
Oh, I got it. A great compromise. An ear. An ear is all we
Oh.
need.
Yes. You can still
Yes.
hear without an ear.
Exactly. There's still a whole thing.
And I hear chicks love guys with scars.
You will drive a hard bargain. So you want me to lie down or?
Yeah. Yep. Do you have a knife?
Yes.
I'm gonna go get one.
Look, use the
I go-
obsidian one. That's very sharp.
Oh, okay.
I'm having
Gra-
the second thoughts actually. Can we?
All right. Grok holds him down.
No, please.
All right, and he chops off his ear.
Jellybean is going to immediately patch up his ear.
Oh God. Oh,
Right.
okay, actually, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Okay. All right,
Drink
so,
you some alcohol, grab some valuables, and then leave immediately. You need to
Alright.
stay low.
You know,
Yeah, you
I
need to
think
get
I
out
got what I need. Before you all change my mind, your minds, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Grok thanks you for your sacrifice.
You stay low. Change your name.
It's a lovely
Like-
ear, by the way. The ear is
Don't
lovely.
do the stupid name change where you just change like one letter. Change your actual name.
Yeah, that's for the best.
Solid advice. Good luck and thank you all very much for not murdering me.
Yeah,
You're very welcome.
it's a very
If we
good
find out
compromise.
you're still, if we hear that we fucked up, if they find out, we're coming to kill you. By the way,
Yeah, we
they
will kill
find
you.
that we didn't kill you, we will kill you.
Yes.
Already
so don't
done.
get found out.
Nope, I'm
Yes,
see ya.
bye.
I'm not even here.
Bye-bye. Get outta here.
Whoa.
Well,
Go
you
away.
better leave faster because I can still see you.
Hey, can we take your stuff in your house since you're not going to be needing it? Or
He's already gone.
oh,
He's out the
okay.
door.
It's gone. Alrighty, we're gonna take any valuables we see and then burn it down, and we're
Yep.
gonna deliver the ear to the guy who was told to kill.
Grok gently places it in his rough sack.
So you find each one of you add 20 gold to each of your
Yeah.
inventories as you find this stash underneath his bed, and along with the stash of gold, and also you can add. Each one of you add 250 gold pieces worth of 52 gems worth 50 gold pieces to each of your
Nice.
inventories, and along with this
50,
pieces
50
of
gold pieces each.
Well, no, it's
so
two gems worth 50.
Each one's
Oh,
of
2 gems
50 gold,
worth.
so 100 gold pieces worth
So I
of
mean,
2 gems.
technically, yeah, you'd have to sell them to get the gold, but yeah.
And along with this stash, you find the gold, the gems, you find a locket that's made out of gold, and inside of it, you see a note from Shoste,
Uh-oh.
and it says, "To my love, my reason for living, you have made life taste sweet again."
Nice.
Alrighty, Jellybean has a side quest now. We're going to deliver this to her and tell her where he is.
Honestly,
Side
Grok.
quest.
Grok think that went well. Grok think that went very well.
Much better than it could have been. Now let's start a fire.
Yes, Grok didn't start the fire. It was always burning.
Always started from the world turning.
Okay, Grok. Obviously he's just gonna. I don't even know. He's just gonna. How do we start fires? Get it. Oh yeah, candles. We'll just use the candles. Get some papers. Light that on fire and just I don't know. Throw it.
Yeah,
You know
wreck
what?
the place.
Even
start
better,
throwing
even
everything
better.
Everywhere. What?
I'll get. Is there any like alcohol in here? I'll just make it like a little Molotov and just throw it. It's easier.
Yeah, you go to his liquor cabinet. You find some pretty flammable alcohol. Start dousing all the couches, all the furniture, throwing it all over the walls, and yeah, it goes up pretty
Jellybean's gonna
fast.
grab some more of that alcohol, and he's gonna keep some alcohol for himself, like 3 bottles.
That's a good idea. Nice, nice.
All right. Then we burn it down, and we go to the Golden Dome, right?
Yep.
Golden Dome.
And then we deliver ear, and then we go back to group.
Yes.
Oh wait, nope. We gotta go back to the die guy first. Tell him he's in the clear.
No, let's leave him living in suspense.
No, you're right. That's way better.
All
We
right,
already got
so
paid. We don't need to see him.
as you all leave the establishment and you watch it all go up in flames behind you, fires begin to rise up from the remnants of the
Jesus
building.
Christ, that was way bigger than the
Jesus
explosion.
Christ, what
Thought
the
it was good.
hell?
Was it big enough? God damn, they might find something.
And making your way back to the Golden Throne, you arrive there and you wait 4 hours for Quayote to appear before you. He is very excited to see you. He's quite happy. You can tell that he was not actually here in the Golden Throne. Otherwise, the pace of his walking up to you, you can tell he would immediately come here. And after he returns, makes his way over to you directly, big old smile on his face. Well, how was your mission? Was it successful?
Grok,
Give him the ear.
Grok, have prize, and he throws the ear to him. We kill him
Yes.
dead.
And burn his house down for good measure.
Yep, his house burned down.
Nothing left of
Excellent.
him. He was a
No,
pace.
that-
We're lucky to find the ear.
Yeah, it was actually shocking that the ear was even there.
Yes.
Wide grin goes across his face. Yes, this is the best day I've had in quite a while, gentlemen.
Consider Omala's debt paid.
Gracias.
Awesome.
I
You
will
have a
show
good day.
this to Shosti, and she will be very upset.
Oh, what?
Well,
That's
can
less
we
good.
see? Can we see that? I'm kind of curious. See,
that's
I'm
a
not
lot.
really from this world, and I'm not used to seeing many emotions. Can I go see?
It is only fair. I mean, you did.
See, I don't
We
really
did- we
have
did-
a face,
we
and I
went-
need to focus. And I need to learn facial features and stuff.
You-
You know?
Kind
Grok
of
did-
odd request. I mean, this
Grok
is
did
really
this for
just
you.
a very malicious thing I'm doing to my cheating wife. And, it's not something I
Yes,
really like an audience
and-
for.
Grok like pain. Grok like pain a lot.
Uh,
Just
I really was just hoping to savor the moment in her agony and despair.
Grok could hide in corner.
Imagine how much more agony she'll be in if she sees the guys you sent kill him.
Public
her,
humiliation. Public humiliation, my friend.
Imagine how absolutely distraught she'd be seeing the killers too.
I suppose
This is payment
that's
enough.
not untrue. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, please.
God, please.
I'll help. Yeah, let me help him. Yeah, give him
Come
the
on,
outcome.
good one. Fuck. It was almost a 19.
Oh, come on, man. Come give him advantage. Grok's helping him. He has bulging Grok energy.
Do I have advantage? Do I have advantage, Wookie, please?
Only because it's bulging Grok energy. Go ahead and take
Yes.
advantage.
Come on, Jelly Bean.
Oh my god!
Yeah, yes. Natural 20.
A nat 1 and followed by advantage, natural 20.
That is so awesome.
So at this exact moment, this beautiful woman, quite a bit younger than Guayote, comes in and she has this very annoyed expression on her face as she's like looking around. There's a retinue of people. She's coming up to Guayote as if she's gonna like tell him off. She's like,
And what do you think you're doing out here? This is not appropriate for you to be here right now. We are supposed to be in the...
who are these people?
Shosti. Just the individual I was coming to see. I wanted to give you a gift. You know, Shago has been coming to the residence recently, and I think I figured out why. I sent these two gentlemen to have a word with him, and they brought me back this.
And he gives her the ear, and Shoste immediately begins to tear up. She stumbles backwards as she holds the ear in her palm.
You didn't.
Grok
No.
no feel good about this. Grok
You
rethinking his decision.
jealous, hateful man. How dare you? Don't you understand that he was the only thing that was tying me to this world? I can't believe you would take this from me.
Jesus
You're a
Christ.
hateful, bitter man, Coyote.
And she turns with tears in her eyes and casts each of you the most hateful, just absolute daggers, and just starts running away.
It was
you
just
hear-
business?
There's a
Um,
billowing laugh that fills the chamber as Coyote starts laughing at her as she runs away.
Damn. Damn it, you-
Did you see the
Jelly
look on
beans?
her face?
Jellybean's gonna track where she goes with his eye, with his actual sight organs, which are not the glowy eyes. And he's gonna plan out how to find her so he can deliver the message that the dude's still alive.
That's a good idea. He can just float under the doors.
Yes.
So she doesn't go far. She goes a few hundred feet away to this opulent garden. You can sense all these different beings, these different exotic plants that she has sequestered herself among as she is sobbing deeply inside this garden. You can feel depression, grief, loss emanating off of her in waves.
Grok.
Jellybean. Whenever the guy, Grok. When Grok, I hope Grok. Yeah, Grok. Go ahead, Grok.
Grok think that was a smashing success.
No.
As Grok talks to the guy, Jellybean's gonna like slink off to go deliver the message.
Yeah, Grok will distract him, don't worry. He's got it.
Jellybean's
He's
very
Grok.
sneaky.
He's grokked.
He's very goopy. He's grokked it. Grokked and loaded.
Yeah, he's grokked in the bag. Trust me.
Okay, so as you are exuberantly like, oh yeah, fuck that guy, and you're kind of laughing it up with Coyote, Jellybean, you are making your way through the different chambers of the villa towards the garden. Let me get the Merchant Princess Villa map. Okay. So yeah, you're kind of in this reception area, and you make your way off to the side through this long hallway into this like a smoking room that butts this garden in the corner. And after dodging different waitstaff and different attendants here that permeate the merchant's villa, you can tell that everyone is either like very concerned and not annoyed, but disturbed by the behavior of this merchant prince. And they are trying to avoid and give her space, give Shoste space to grieve. And as you slip through the doors and ooze your way through the cracks, you come out into the garden, and there's a huge fountain there with a statue of a naked woman who's turning slowly amongst these water jets that continually revolve and catch the sun. So there is just a continual sparkling prism of rainbows being thrust through this room, and they're all reflecting off of these flowers of every kind. You see these huge birds of paradise, you see all these different kinds of flowers that are just sparkling in this rainbow light kaleidoscope. And there amongst it, in this gazebo towards the back corner, you can hear this soft crying. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo!
Jellybean's gonna quietly make his way over and place the letter and the locket in front of her.
You murderer, you killed him. Did you even bother speaking to him? Did you even know why? That he had to die before you cut him to pieces?
Well, he's not dead, so I don't know why you're so melodramatic.
He's...
All we brought back was an ear. You can live without an ear.
He's not dead?
Downriver Star, you'll find a place called Camp Vengeance, and you'll find a man missing an ear.
Why the fuck would he go to Camp Vengeance?
Because we told him to. Because he said that was a good place to out of the way.
They're a cult of fanatic religious worshippers that are on a death crusade against the undead here, and oh god, he hasn't gone to join their crusade against the undead, has he?
Nah, he went there to save his own skin from the crazy guy who told us to kill him. It's one crazy guy versus a whole bunch of crazy guys that don't want to kill him.
Oh god, I gotta get to him before he makes it there and he's pressed into service against the army of undead. Oh my god.
Well,
and she stands up, like all of a sudden a tornado of energy. You can see the thoughts like turning in her mind, like, all right, I'll gather my crew. We're gonna get our adventuring gear. We're gonna go fucking kill until we find him. Thank you, thank you, Plasmoid Man. Thank you for saving Shago. And she like leans in and she's
you're
like
welcome.
trying to hug you, and she's looking for like somewhere to kiss you, but she's not like sure where.
It doesn't work. He just kind of out of her arms. It's like trying to hug a waterbed. Doesn't work.
There's a little bit of a moment of awkwardness, and she's like, oh, all right, thank you. And if we meet up again, if there's anything I could do, thank you, okay? Thank you. And she like runs out of the garden, clearly on a mission to find her lover.
Nice.
Man, fleshy people are weird.
Cut back to Grok, and he's just over here being like, and another thing.
And then
Grok just, I didn't like his attitude. Grok hate his attitude.
and so when
Bad-
you
Bad
and
egg.
when you cut off his ear, then did he cry? What happened?
Oh, let me tell you, he whined. Grok think he a little piss baby, to be honest.
Oh, as knew Shago was a loser little piss baby.
Yeah. Grok, have fun talking to you. You a powerful man. Grok like power.
Yes, I pride myself on my power and using it cruelly, because I am a cruel and powerful man.
You sure are. Grok appreciate that about you. You hold no punches back. Grok think you're just straightforward.
Well, you have made a very straightforward, powerful ally here in Yanzaru. If you need anything, you have made a very happy prince.
Grok gives him a smile and a thumbs up. Grok will remember this, and we shall hopefully come cross paths again. Maybe Grok kill another cheating person for you.
Well, I know who to call if I ever needed services of individuals to murder my cheating wife's lovers.
You got it.
Did I just am I the only one that imagined finger guns?
No.
No,
You
I
got
got you.
Yeah.
Finger
Your
guns.
finger guns. Gotcha.
And you guys
Grok-
making your way
Grok
back
bows
out
to
to the
him,
city?
and he leaves. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, we leave. Jellybean
Yeah.
leaves as well.
Yeah, we get out of here.
We need to leave as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
The
as
The
soon as
longer we're here, the easier we're
Yeah.
caught in a lie.
as,
We
as
need
soon
to
as
go.
the door shut behind him, he's like, Grok think that guy is such a dick. What the
His
fuck?
His garden had a naked lady in the middle of it. It
Grok-
looked like she was turned to stone. That's really weird, right?
Grok could not imagine a more evil, more chaotic person than that individual.
All right,
Grok-
let's go home.
Grok
Or not go home. Let's go to the bathhouse.
Grok think
Oh.
he's probably just
I'd
he was born that way. I don't even think he was. I think he was just
Yeah, no.
genuinely a bad person when he came out. I think Grok
I think
definitely hates
I
him.
think he was a bad guy in his past life too, because holy shit. I'd rather spend time with the Velociraptor skulls than him. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Making your way back through the city, you rejoin your friends at Kao's House of Repose and over some tasty snacks and some relaxing atmospheres. You guys rejoin each other.
Is that a question?
And as
Sorry.
they're just relaxing, Jellybean's like, I don't think we had to bring him back his ear. We could have taken an ear from a bandit or those assassins, right?
Well, Grok think he likes he likes realism. Grok appreciates obviously Grok thinks Jago. I think Jago definitely deserved a little bit of that. I think Grok
A little
definitely
bit, yeah.
thinks Jago probably deserved an ear cut off. Because he did.
Also, did you know we sent him to a cultist camp?
Grok had no idea. Honestly, Grok
Mhm.
does feel very bad about that.
But his love, the girl that I gave the letter to, she's
Yeah.
assembling a crew to go save him. So that's
Oh.
pretty cool, right?
Grok doesn't
Yeah.
understand though. If Jago knew this camp, you'd think he wouldn't go, or at least he
Right?
like I don't know. Like
I don't think he actually knew the camp. I think he just had a map with the camp on it.
oh okay, Grok misunderstand.
You know-
I just hope they find happiness. Those two.
Yes, I do too. I hope they don't die via the cult.
Grok
That'd be a shame.
Grok really loves wives. Grok has a soft spot for wives, so I hope she does eventually divorce that man and get with Jago permanently.
I don't think he'd allow divorce. I think she just needs to fake her death.
Yeah. Faking death does seem to be effective.
It's a lot easier, and there's like no legal paperwork.
And I mean, like, I could chop off her ear pretty easy.
I mean, we could, yeah. That seems to work.
It does. It's worked 1 out of 1 time, so 100%.
100% of the time. Very faithful. Also, Jellybean's gonna update the map we got with the river and the camps. The 2 rivers and the camps.
So Zerdos, you have the map,
Big ups.
handing it over to Jellybean. You see him frantically writing on, and surprisingly, he's a very skilled cartographer, and he puts on these snaking rivers that make their way deep into the interior of Chult, where one terminates, the river Shoshtar terminates in this huge marshy swampland called the Aldani Basin.
He's also gonna put in parentheses on the Camp Vengeance, undead killing cult. Dangerous? Question mark.
I thought we could have in the moment just Tardis and Zerdos like speak and do fight things. But if you want to skip that, I don't mind.
No, we're
Burp. Yeah, go ahead and hit me up in the DMs for anything that you would like to purchase from the shops here. There are
I will actually.
exceptional.
I will have trade something rather from my skin to another merchant.
Sure. Yeah, hit me up in the DMs. We'll figure out what you'd like to trade so we don't have to do an extended shopping scene here. And yeah, this is essentially this whole city, Port Nenzyaru, is a giant shop. It's like a mall. It's like a Mall of America up in this bitch.
Wow. This
alrighty.
has
So
been
we're
very-
long resting and to ride the boat.
This has been a very productive session.
Very productive.
Certainly been interesting. Zerdos, the whole time the Jellybean and Grok were having the conversation about what they did, is just trying to like block it out so there is no connection.
You know, well, he's got to be proud at least that they didn't kill him, surely.
we were uniting lovers. That's what we're doing. We're uniting lovers.
Yeah, see,
They could have true
can't-
love. This is a lawful good action, if anything.
exactly. You can't look at the world as black and white. Yes, we did chop off an ear, but it saved like 2 lives, basically.
It did. It saved 2 lives.
Yeah.
Because if we didn't even interact with him, that one dude was gonna die, and then he was probably still gonna kill the other dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're basically heroes. So
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
0% mortality rate. Good session.
Exactly
0%.
0%.
Good
Like,
day.
no-
0%
Nobody
mortality.
died. That's impressive.
Honestly,
Especially
this
for a
was
barbarian and a monk. That's a really impressive feat.
This was a very dangerous session. So you guys navigating it with aplomb, I'd say. Very, very good. Very way to not die. As you guys rendezvous with Zerdos and Therodos, Therodus, you all exchange what you did for the day, who got their ears cut off, who got their charters for the ship up to Fort Berulian. And for that, I think we're going to end the session there for today.
Nice.
Thank you all very much for playing. Good night.
Right, nice.
Wow, that was an amazing session.
Something.